And
I know
now
I've
we're working on it. There it is. We're recording now.
Cool.
Tilly, hi. Hi,
Hi,
Tilly.
Tilly.
Yay! Hi, Tilly.
Our whole audience member of one.
Our one fucking audience member. Thank
just
you to our
imagining,
biggest
like,
fan.
An
Thank
entire,
you,
like,
lady.
gym
for being here.
auditorium. And then there's Tilly in the very back just clapping as fast as she can.
With her little fucking bunny mitts.
You know, the big
It's really loud.
glove, like...
I thank her by throwing a hot, giant lady at her, so I think we'll be fine.
Think fast.
Think fast! And then I hit her with a brick shaped like a
Eminem
woman.
with the hamster image.
Oh, fuck. Let me make...
Your mama. Hey, Tilly. Skin infant babies.
Shut up! Shut up! You take that out right now!
I'm sorry.
I can't wait.
She said she was 12.
No! She said she was 12! I hate you.
Hey, this is her problem. She started this.
I wanna be a witch!
I wanna be a witch!
Fuck. I hate it here. Okay. Let me look at all of my shit. Let me go over it one more time, and then I should be good to Gucci. Also, reminder, is everybody in their character sheet?
Thank you for telling me. Thank you for telling me.
I got my character sheet open.
Yeah.
I remembered for once.
It's okay. Like, it's not a system that you guys are used to, so I don't expect y'all to remember. And it's been, what, 2 weeks since we played?
Yeah.
Yeah. You sound so sad.
My bad.
No, you're okay. Oh my god. And also, my tattoo is finally in its itch phase. I'm in hell.
Oh.
I'm in hell.
Yay!
I hate it here. I'm gonna go bonkers insane, actually. Who the fuck is texting in the Fruit Loops chat?
Kill yourself.
Kill yourself! Who is it?
Let me see.
Check for me, bestie.
I don't know. Who is?
What
I
the
don't
fuck
see
you-
anybody.
What? Am I just
Oh,
dumb?
is it Jesse? He said something like 2 minutes ago.
Oh, then probably that, because I haven't checked. Hold on, let me just, like, turn off all of my notifications on Discord, because people are tempting me. Okay, gotcha. Oh my god, my leg's killing me! Rah! And also, Trayvon texted me again, asking me what I would do for my birthday. I still don't know, Trayvon.
Uh-oh.
I'll get back to you later. Yeah. I promised I'd tell him what I'd do for my birthday, but I don't know, so. I got a whole month to think about it. Let's see. Where's all my shit? There it is. Okay. Alright, everybody ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll mute.
Awesome. Yeah.
Blah.
I am going to switch that to this music now, because I like this one better. I think it's fun.
I need to say real quick, I love these music choices. I know I've said it multiple times. I love the music so much.
I'm glad. I did like some hard fucking research to get copyrighted free music, and then stuff that also fits our theme. But yeah, I love it so much. I'm so happy that you guys like it. All right. Let me read over my notes and then we could start. Okie dokie. Once upon a time, the perfect heroine, the wise sage, and the determined princess had decided to make another trip into the forest after the princess had promised a friend, Annette, to meet her there in secret. Though things didn't go as planned. After a strange vision of the princess's childhood memories of a party and a flaming village, Annette notices the other two feels betrayed to find that the princess had not, in fact, come alone. And it is revealed that the princess had turned out to be not who people thought she was, able to change shape and face at will, revealing herself to be an imposter more than a princess. Shifting into something more monstrous, a net looms over the party, and the party themselves are left feeling helpless against the strange creature that took Annette's place, and were only saved last minute by Thiessen. Now, the perfect heroine, the wise sage, and the false princess find that this strange world has more secrets than they first suspected. So, as discussed with all of y'all, I would say around 3 weeks have passed since Annette's disappearance. Things have been really rocky for all of y'all as you all have kind of reacted to this strange, I guess would you say, transformation in different ways. None of y'all have seen Annette since, and some of y'all are just too scared to look into the forest, almost too frightened to see what might be looking out for after you. But as you guys kind of wake up in the morning, get ready, real quick, Adalia, are you still like, so real quick question, are you still like sleeping on the couch 3 weeks later, or are you like finally like, I guess I'll sleep in this bed?
I fully am still sleeping on the couch.
Okay. You don't like, so out of curiosity, do you think you've ever like made a move to try to get rid of anything? Or you just don't want to touch it?
I think I'm getting rid of like superficial things.
Like what, if I may ask, because that will affect
Like,
something.
Probably, knickknacks. She hasn't touched the art because she learned apparently Adalia has a drawing habit and she can't, like, get that shit appraised. Her bed. She has sold her bed. She's still sleeping on the couch because she does not have a bed.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, yeah. You sold your bed, and all of the pink frilly comforters and sheets that came with it. I'm assuming.
Yep.
You are just trying to not stare at it, but the walls are still like a bright fucking pink, you know?
I wish I could sell the paint.
You wish you could sell the paint, but that is not something that you have an option for, sadly. Phoebe, how's that cork board going, girly?
They're going crazy!
You're being so normal.
I'm going fucking crazy. Well,
Yeah. You've slowly been getting used to your morning routine. I would say you still have to heavily rely on those strange potions, weirdly enough. Because it's only been around a month since you've inhabited this body, and it takes more than enough for your body to learn how to cope properly. Especially since, again, as you've become aware, the original Phoebe had, like, relied on these so heavily to the point where, like, coming off of them cold turkey would, like, not kill you, but probably do more harm than good all at once.
how long would it take overall to completely get off of it? Just curious.
You do not know.
I thought the doctor or nurse told me how long I should like split the dosages up, or
I think like, so it's been a while since that second session, so that could change, but I will say, like, because this potion is new and nothing they've ever seen before, they can only suggest when to come off it, not that, like, it'll be good anytime soon, if that makes sense.
okay, so like literally the slowest like getting off crack possible.
Probably, and you don't want to go off cold turkey lest you know, kind of hurt yourself, which you don't
So
want.
like it's like getting off opiates, okay.
Yeah, I hate to call it that, but yeah. But, like, it's just the fact that Phoebe, more likely than not, has been relying on these potions her entire life. You're probably not gonna cope getting off of this in just a month.
Lol, okay. Okay, got it.
But you have been, like, I will say, like, with the help of, like, I will say that, like, within these past 3 weeks, do you think that you've been making regular visits to the doctor and the nurse to kind of, like, help portion out these potions and figure out what, like...
Yes. So, like, I've been busy as fuck, probably really antisocial or avoidant because of it. So, like,
Yeah.
I talk to you in DMs, like, what I've been doing, which is, like, working on my conspiracy theory board, working on my little, like, rebuilding laptop because I very hastily promised to make a laptop. And now that you mention it, probably working more on, like, figuring out how I don't die
Yeah.
in this body.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I think that's a pretty good, like, reason. I think that's a reasonable compromise for that. I think in that case, I think you get to know, like, the nurse and doctor really well, I would say. The doctor is, like, like, some depressed dude, who's, not... He's a student at the place. You're finding out that a lot of people here are just, like, students. So
Wow.
while he's not, like, medically certified, he's doing pretty good. He was actually a doctor before he came here. But, like, he's just this depressed dude. And the bat nurse who helped you earlier, she is trying her best. She's trying so hard.
I scare her every time I walk in.
You do. Like, like, Love and Peace, it gets a little bit annoying sometimes because she's like, oh my god, how are you feeling? Are you dying? Are you okay? You're frail. Oh my god, oh my god. And it's like, no, you're not frail. You do feel like you're dying, but you're not. And it's like, you can tell, like, she means well. She's just genuinely terrified for you.
Gotcha. I'm like that kid in high school who comes to the nurse's office for, like, the most minor reasons. Like,
Yeah.
I feel a little sick. Can I go lay down?
To be fair, you do have that genuine excuse.
Yes.
Um,
Would that come into play with, like, getting out of class or, like, being absent or something?
That is all up to you, I would say. In all honesty, do you think that Blair as Phoebe would want to make known that, like, she needs to make frequent nurse office
No.
trips? Yeah.
Probably not.
So more likely than not, no. I think it is agreed upon the medical staff and you that, like, yes, you do need to be making to make sure that you are making good strides in your health, and, like, if you're feeling sick, come to them, because more likely than not, they're medical professionals. You're not. Please don't be making assumptions about your own health. But also at the same time, you probably wouldn't going to the nurse's office as much as you should, honestly. You know, people will raise eyebrows, I guess.
Yes. Yes. That
I think
fucking
that's-
snake guy probably would figure it out.
Oh yeah, that I will say. What's his name again? God, it's been a while. Let me remember his fucking name because I have it on hand. Solus. Yeah, Solus. I'd say with all of your classes with him, you definitely can tell that he picks on some stuff up. Like, he picks some shit up.
Awesome.
Like, that motherfucker's sneaky and very observant to, like, a scary degree, which is not good because, again, his whole bit is that he's, like, the school gossip. So,
Yep.
do with that as you will. Probably sharing your most intimate secrets. Not great. Especially when he's very open about, yeah, I could give you secrets about anybody for the right price. So he'd probably try to make a profit off your secrets.
Oh, great. Okay.
He's so normal.
Maybe it's a special interest.
His special interest is selling people's secrets out.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe, possibly. But I would say that, yeah, you have been making frequent visits to the doctor, got to know them very well. You almost, like, come in and go, yo, what's up, BB? And then again, the bat, like, bursts into tears because...
I scare her so much.
You scare her so much, and then the doctor just doesn't care. You actually haven't gotten his name yet, which is funny.
Yeah.
But I would also say that you have also been hanging out with the archivist a lot.
Let's go!
With your promise to help fix the laptop that you kind of maybe a little bit stole.
It's back. It's
yeah.
fine.
So did you tell him that, like, you full on just straight up took it?
No, he doesn't know. I still wear gloves every day.
Okay, neat. Yeah, so you're, like, trying to help him figure out, like, what the fuck what the fuck, what was that? How do you make it? Stuff like that.
Can I say, I talked briefly in DMs. Is it still fine to say, like, she's not starting with the physical rebuilding and rather just kind of, like, drafting up
Yes.
what the structure of the laptop should be?
Yes. Weirdly enough, like, it seems like even though he's like, shit, the club's gonna kill me over this, he's also, like, very interested in the process. He's like, how do you know this? What does this mean? What does this mean? He's very inquisitive, weirdly enough. Like, the man doesn't talk, but the moment that you kind of almost engage in your own special interest, he is very interested and he's willing to listen.
I'm trying to be as informed, like, if I'm doing this, I'm gonna be trying to be as informational and, like, instructor as I possibly can, because I know that, damn, I stole this thing. I gotta try and make up for it by at least teaching the people how to restart the Industrial Revolution. So,
You're gonna make the light bulb, bestie.
I want to make the light bulb in this world so bad with the potato. I really, if there's a way to do it, I want to do it. But, yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, baby steps, yeah. And Darian, since you're back, how have you been feeling?
Stressed.
Stressed?
But you know what? There's a bright side to it. Stress is a good motivator in every universe. For Cam and for Darian, that stress just gives a good motivation of, God, I gotta get out of here and be able to afford some shitty apartment.
Which is really funny when nobody will ever let you off of the school apartment. Or, like, let you off the school campus.
We are not thinking about that. We're
fine.
thinking about getting out of here.
You're so thinking about getting out of here. Absolutely. Yeah, that's fine. That's normal. Mm-hmm. You're being... Big money, big money.
Big money, no whammies.
No whammies. Yeah. That being said, we didn't really discuss it any further, but do you think that, like, Darian would try for a student job?
I think, if possible, like, I'm going to guess there's not going to be much student opportunity for.
Not really, no.
So I think he's going to focus on a lot more, like, tailor stuff to see if there's any way he can start getting, like, some money on the side, even if it's just for, like, hemming and patching things.
Mm-hmm. I won't lie, there's not really, like, a designated shop for that, because a lot of students either buy new clothes or they have, like, friends who do the hemming and stitching for them. But, you could certainly advertise yourself.
It's not like I can get mocked any more than I already am. I assume.
Yeah, you assume. Start a host club.
Host club.
That's true. Darian technically is a very pretty man.
What do you... technically.
I mean, we don't know what his face looks like off that mask. And considering that this man sweats at least 2 gallons a day.
God. At least half the face is pretty.
Half of the pretty.
And the other half is covered, so that doesn't matter.
Yeah, and that covered face pulls up how much sweat?
We're working on it.
We're working on it? Yeah.
Working on it.
You can't say he's ugly if you can't see him.
Schrodinger's ugly. You have no proof. See, I think he would probably look around, like, campus to see what odd jobs he can maybe take.
Okay. So I think, like, around that time, you're probably kind of, like, just feeling it out. Funny enough, like, Adalia's already taken a student job.
I sure have.
Yeah. Adalia, you've taken a job up and you are now officially one of the library staff.
Yeah.
Funny enough, and you can't help but feel it's probably your wealth, power, and influence that got you this, but, like, you immediately applied, and then you got the job, and now your job's pretty easy. You find that, like, there's actually a lot of jobs that the library staff do in themselves, which ranges from, like, stocking the books, making sure they're organized, like keeping things clean, regulating students, making sure they're not doing like weird magic in the weird hallways, because there's a lot of hallways. Like there's a lot of sorting, cataloging, making sure what books have been checked in, checked out. Has there been any damage? If there has been damage, who's mending them? So you find that there's a good amount of jobs there. You also find that the archivist, true to his name, his job is archiving older tomes and older books so that when they kind of fade away with time, the information is still readily available. So weirdly enough, he's very active in his role, but it's also not a very socially active role. So you'll see him come like mid-afternoon to late afternoon, and then you never see him leave. You're assuming he just stays in the library for a very like long time at night, and then probably leaves at like dawn.
Yeah, he just lives there.
Yeah, it's just really funny that he's just in that really crammed office with Aster, who Aster is a ball of energy as you have come to know her, and it's just this fucking 6 foot, 7 foot man hunched over in a small desk.
Yeah, I think out of courtesy, I like don't make eye contact with him when I'm working. We don't know each other outside of detention.
He doesn't. He does the same damn thing. Like, you come in, and if you see him in his office, he like refuses to look at you, not because he's nervous, but because he's like not a socially inept person, so he doesn't even want to acknowledge you.
Yeah, no, mutual agreement.
Yeah.
We don't know each other.
The autism lack of communication. Literally. Yeah. No, it's literally that, though. Funny enough, you both are very much kind of keeping to your own. You're kind of going through your Ice Queen phase, aren't you, Veggie?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
A little bit.
Funny enough, Diana hasn't made a big fuss about Annette's disappearance. It's like she hasn't left at all. In fact, no one's made a fuss about Annette's appearance. No one even, like, acknowledges that she's left. Which is
You know
odd.
what? That's less work for me.
It's less work for you, but, yeah, I don't know how everybody else feels about that, though. I'm sure Phoebe feels normal about that. But, that being said, you guys kind of wake up to a new day. You find that you all, having been here for a month, you're kind of getting settled within this routine of classes, eating, Lucilia, like, helping you with whatever you guys need, things like that, and you've kind of been sent to kind of, I wouldn't say, like, forced to adapt this routine, but you guys are kind of forced to accept that this has become your everyday lives. And after a month of living in this, and a little bit less than since, like, Annette has transformed, you guys are forced to adapt to this new normalcy. And I would say that, like, as breakfast is getting ready and you guys are all getting ready for a new school day, Idalia, you are already out and about. Phoebe, after you have kind of settled and managed to get yourself out of bed after taking a little bit of that potion. And Darian, after you have gotten your jester garb ready, you guys all step out in the morning. How do you guys feel?
Can I say, like, as the weeks have gone by and as it's becoming very apparent that it's going to be more and more difficult to actually return home anytime soon, but because Blair is so dedicated to doing that, she's taken up the decision to kind of redress herself in a way that Phoebe would be more akin with.
Okay.
Like, actually trying to look more presentable. It's probably not the greatest attempt, but she's like, after like the third week or like the month of being here, she's this is kind of like she's finally deciding to go like incognito with it. But she probably looks just as tired trying to get ready for the school day. She's If you haven't noticed, she's always on her damn laptop. Like, anytime that she's here in the dorm, she's always doing something in her room, locked, barely speaking to anybody.
Yeah. Darian, how are you coming out this morning?
You know, at this point, he's kind of gotten used to it. He's kind of gotten used to the outfit and the mask. He doesn't feel as... He doesn't feel like he's waddling around anymore. He feels like he can walk normally. And I'd like to think he's figured out a way to walk that mutes the bells a little bit. Not completely. There's no way to completely mute the bells.
Yeah.
But
You
a
put,
little
like,
bit.
you stuff, like, some cotton in them.
Yeah, like, just kind of figured out, like, the best way to move around and to deal with it.
Yeah.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
Have I managed to sidestep my brother the entire month?
You don't really... Oh, wait. You kind of know what he looks like.
We know what he looks like because of the painting.
Yeah. I will say...
And I know he has a class with the other two.
Mm-hmm. Weirdly enough, he hasn't come after you.
Ooh.
Like...
Yeah, I figured, like, he probably wouldn't be making an effort to, like, come for me. But I also just had that random thought of, shit, I actually haven't seen that motherfucker yet.
That does give me a question.
Yeah, what's up?
Have I talked to Summer once in the past month?
Oh, absolutely. I would say that you've actually been forced to, like, deal with his ass. Not every single day, but,
It's
like...
a full-time job.
Yeah, it's a full-time job, bestie. Like, you see him, or he sees you. You don't see it. Like, he'll see you, and it's locked on. You are forced to deal with his ass until he decides no more, or you find an excuse. But even then, it's kind of hard. I won't lie. Yeah, he's definitely been interacting with you a lot, and you can kind of tell he's noticed you've been different, but, like, he hasn't really pried too much, weirdly enough.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah. But love and peace, yeah, bestie, you are stuck with that motherfucker.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. But coming back to you, Darian, so you've been giving blood to your Tamagotchi at least once a week.
Yeah.
It is, if you do not feed it, it is insistent and it will keep beeping until it stops.
I think there was probably, like, one time that he had the moment of, Jesus Christ, this is insane. I probably shouldn't be doing this. And then just jump cut to him, like, staring at the ceiling for, like, an hour while this shit beeps next to him.
Yeah.
Could not do it. He could not do it. It needs him. It needs his help. It's so sad. It is upset. He can't ignore it. It's like a mom with a crying baby. He can't ignore it.
Even if you tried, I wouldn't say it's loud, but because the beep's insistent, it's like an alarm clock.
The problem is, it's not loud. If he put it underneath something or he put it across the room, then it would be fine. But he insists on keeping it, like, on the bedside table or, like, right next to him. He will not take that distance, so it is, like, just close enough to be maddening.
Yeah, and, like, since there's no batteries in that motherfucking thing, there's no way to reset it.
Oh god, no. There's absolutely no way to get away from the bitch.
Yeah, so, you're kind of stuck with that, and it's kind of been dealing with you personally, whether you like it or not.
Good grief.
You've basically, like, weirdly enough, kind of had to mother it with your blood. My question is, have you ever tried feeding it?
Don't cry.
My question is, have you ever tried feeding it anybody else's blood? Or have you, like, kept to your own blood?
I think I've kept to my own, because I think I mentioned, yeah, my Tamagotchi wanted blood, and everyone else got so weirded out, I don't think he's going to have brought it up again. Unless someone else has actively asked, hey, you said that you were feeding your Tamagotchi blood. I feel like he has just sidestepped that entire issue.
Yeah.
Because then, if he talks about it with someone else, then it's an actual issue to add on to all the other issues.
Yeah, that's
and he'll have
fair.
to perceive it.
That's pretty fair. Yeah, that is very
So unless
fair.
one of y'all asked about the Tamagotchi needing blood,
He's not
it
gonna
is
bring
not
it up.
No.
Everybody's got their own shit to do.
Yeah,
with.
everybody else has their own shit going on.
Yeah, which is all fun and dandy, you know.
Yeah. Just don't. I'm a single mom who works 2 jobs.
Who has to
Feeds her
bleed
kid
on her
blood.
kid and never stops.
Never stops. Jesus, it never stops.
It's been like once a week, so it's not like you're like actively losing blood. But yeah,
Right,
you've
it's still less
had-
than a period. Okay, my dad is calling me now.
Oh
They're in the
no,
same
you're
car.
okay.
How
Don't
did
worry.
this-
We're keeping on moving on. But Idalia as well. I'm so sorry I keep jumping around, but there's so much that we have to kind of like establish and whatnot.
Hush, you're good. You're good.
But Idalia, with you kind of getting up and whatnot, how have you been like dealing with it? Because now they know that you can like just change your like shape at will. And have you like been still trying to control yourself, or you just been like, all right, no more face, goodbye?
Idalia has probably been trying to like practice controlling herself.
Okay.
Like, you'll come into the house or dorm and she will not have a face just on a regular day, but she's gotten really into staring at herself in the mirror and toggling her face on and off just to make sure she can do it. Like,
Okay.
if something happens.
Yeah.
Um,
Then if that case, if you're trying to control it and trying to have some sort of control, roll me a D100.
Absolutely. Let
Let's
me
see.
get
And just to confirm,
dice.
Thesha knew about this?
Yeah, Thesa knew about this.
Ethan knew about this.
Crazy.
55. 2 of your aspects change, and it may or may not be noticeable to onlookers. So I would say your eyes are a little bit more slanted than usual, and your brows are a little bit thinner, but like, it's not that bad. You got the facial shape right, like the actual face shape right, and everything else seems to be the same, so you'll count this as a win.
Yeah, I did my makeup differently today.
Yeah, pretty much. So you're doing pretty all right. You're doing pretty all right.
Yeah.
Now,
She has been dealing with the Annette situation in a very fun way.
oh yeah,
I
really?
don't know if yeah, I don't know if your guys' characters have been like keeping an eye on her after all that, because she I don't think she'd go to you guys for like support or freak out about it around the dorm, but she does go out every once in a while at night to stare into the forest.
Interesting.
Oh, dude, if you're doing that, Phoebe's right with you. Like, oh my gosh.
Damien is not with your ass.
We pull out the cigarettes and just like sit, like stand there. If you want your moment by yourself, though, that's fine. But like, I feel like if you do need like a company on some nights, Phoebe would definitely be there.
Yeah, I think she does ask for Phoebe to come with her on the first few nights if you want to. So you're just sitting there with your cigarette and red string. Idalia's standing there. There's only eyes on her face. It's a girls' night.
Yeah, right, girls' night. It's like we both work at the library at this point, basically. So like, it could be just like we're working, and then you're just like, yeah, you want to smoke a cig, and it's like, yeah. So
yeah, I would say
Thank
like
you.
you two specifically have you have very many opportunities to kind of hang out because again, Phoebe, you are with the archivist until like closing time comes around, and Idalia, you are working around until closing time. So I think it makes sense that your guys' paths would cross around like twilight, so you guys can just kind of like stare into the void more likely than not. Now give me a general perception check to see what if the void stares back at you. Or if you
I
see
wanted to
anything.
bring
Alrighty.
this.
Wisdom. Oh boy, and we leveled up
wisdom.
last time.
You did
We did.
level up.
Oh fuck! Did I put that on my sheet?
You should
I probably
have.
did.
I made sure last session because your health went up and then we talked about your stats. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
you
I
brought up
edited
your
all my stuff.
wisdom, Maddie. Because it used to be 0, remember?
+1 plus our level.
I got a 10.
Wait,
10.
wait. Are we what level? Level 2. Why is it? I keep on fucking missing that. Okay.
You're good.
15.
15. Okay.
Hmm.
Adele, you don't really see anything much. You've been staring at out and just like haven't seen anything back. Maybe some part of you thinks that Annette really did disappear. Maybe that night was just a fluke, and maybe whatever happened, she's just not in that forest. You haven't seen her. Phoebe, you don't see it all the time, but sometimes when you stare into that forest, you can tell something's staring back at you.
Ooh.
And sometimes you feel the urge to go back inside, and you know that's not good, so you never do. But you can't help. While you don't see anything, you know for a fact that something is definitely watching you. You can't tell if it's Annette, if it's something else, if it's the headmaster, as people like, as rumors seems to go around. But like, regardless, you know something is staring back at you. You just can't really tell what, if that makes sense.
All right, got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But regardless, you guys are kind of left to ponder, feel it out. The haunted forest is haunted. Who would have thought, you know? It just...
Also, we should go back in this game.
What?
We should definitely go back in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. You should.
Hmm.
Yeah. Do it now.
Hey, Phoebe, go in the forest.
Okay.
Do it.
Oh,
No. But no, you guys are kind of like vibing, chilling out. I will say that, since Edge is not here and I don't know how long she's gonna be out because her parents are swinging by.
Oh, Edge Parish.
oh.
Yeah, Edge perished for a while. But basically, I will say for you guys, all three of you, Lucilia will greet you guys in the morning, as you have found that she will do every single day. Again, she's kind of like your personal servant. She's the only one, weirdly enough. But she is willing to kind of accommodate reasonable needs for y'all. But regardless, as you guys kind of start your day once again with breakfast on the table, you guys find that Lucilia has brought in an invitation. And you recognize the handwriting, Idalia. It's Aster. You guys are once again she's asking y'all to meet her up for the Pact Magic test. You guys are still practicing because she wants to make sure you guys kind of have it down before you guys start judging other students for it. But for the most part, like, it's strange again, like, there's no mention of Annette from Aster either. How strange. But for the most part, like, after you guys are done with all of your classes, like, she would like to meet up with y'all if you guys are willing to do that with her.
Yeah, absolutely. I love Pact Magic.
You've been actually getting really good at it, Idalia.
Yeah, it's all the cuddles practice.
It is. You've been having cuddles with you here and there.
Have I even been practicing pack magic, like doing anything related to magic at
That's a
all?
good question. Do you think you reasonably would have had time?
I have no idea.
I would say no. I say that
Okay.
like because like 1, conspiracy board, 2, health, so you're on a very limited time set, and 3, like, when you're not trying to like figure out your health, when you're not trying to figure out your conspiracies, you're trying to figure out your laptop, and then when you're not trying to figure out your laptop, you're trying to help lay out blueprints and trying to figure out how to make a new laptop for the archivist.
I'm so busy. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I'm grim.
and even with that, sometimes you have to entertain Summer, which throws all of your plans into whack.
Oh my gosh, this is gonna like set off my like autismo rage. Like just like having this like routine, and then Summer's like la-di-da, hi.
Yeah, literally, he's like the bane of your existence. It's like a weird random Pokemon encounter. You can't walk outside 5 steps until he shows up and he's asking for your attention.
Oh my gosh.
I say ask lightly. He's demanding your attention.
Does he even know what, like, that I spend so much time in the library? Does he know anything?
No, not really. I would say
Cool.
unless you told him. For him, he thinks you're studying.
Slay, we're gonna keep it that way.
You're gonna keep it that way? Alright. Sure. Yeah, okay. I will say that, like, for the most part, you have been, like... Again, the library is a pretty common hangout spot. So it's not too uncommon for him to think that. And he does his own studying. And I would say sometimes that motherfucker would absolutely, like, try to sneak in with you. But, like, you're like, no, I gotta go. Goodbye.
He does not want to study.
No, he does not. Which is very funny, very silly, very goofy. You know, he's just,
What happened to his asshole-ass attitude where he's like, ooh, shut the fuck up, wench? Like, where'd that go?
Well, you gave him a crumb of negligence, and he didn't like that.
Okay.
So, motherfucker's gonna not act cocky until you tell him that you love him again.
Okay.
Which I'm assuming you haven't done.
No.
Yeah, bestie, then you're stuck with this motherfucking ass.
Help.
No.
Help me.
You can bang on the bars of your enclosure, but it's not gonna do
How's
anything.
my diary encryption too?
Your diary encryption? I will say give me another general intelligence check.
Okay, let me see. Where's roll 20? Okay.
I'm also under the impression you haven't done too much of this. Wow, 22.
baby.
You've actually been making good progress on it. So you've been slowly, like, getting pages to reveal themselves to you. And I won't lie, right now, there's nothing interesting.
I thought the archivist was doing it, or do I do it?
Oh, he does it, yeah.
Okay. So would he be reading this and being like, damn.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
A little bit. He's like, okay, you're a little bit of a freak.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say, I guess I'll just use that as his check, which I think makes sense since you're kind of helping him with all of this.
Okay.
But I would say that being said, a lot of it's kind of like my day in the life as me, Phoebe. So it's not that interesting as of yet. She does talk a good amount about Summer, and weirdly enough, Summer was like really cold and really distant to her, weirdly enough, which is so
Even in her
different.
diaries?
Yeah, like, oh, he seems to be very distant right now. He says that he's busy and he can't make time for me. It's all right. I'd be willing to wait for him till the ends of the earth. Like, that shit.
Is the archivist reading this and then taking a look at Phoebe, who looks like she's going to pass out and throw up every time it's in the room, and Summer, who's like, oh my gosh, my beautiful little angel!
Literally, he's looking at you and he's like, so, you wrote this?
Yeah,
What were you going through?
I think psychosis.
But yeah, so for the most part, like, you've just been kind of,
Yeah.
It's been a slow process, because again, like, it seems like Phoebe very much had very high-leveled magic that even the archivist is, like, kind of trying to take his time with, which I'd say, like, even with that high roll, it's only been, like, a few notes here and there, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, is Edge back? Okay, awesome.
Hi, I'm back. Good news. We now have a shit ton of wedding soup in the freezer that my
Oh.
mom made.
Nice.
Nice.
And also, she sent, she brought fudge puddles
What's that?
and 2 packs of hot dogs that you can only get as a fucking regional thing, and every hot dog I've had in Tennessee has been significantly worse.
Hey, I'll
So,
take it.
They're really good.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, I'm back.
Okay, yeah, awesome.
Yay.
We were just kind of trying to stall time for you.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I kind of figured as much, but I was just kind of trying to stall. Okay, awesome. So now with everything that's been happening in the morning, you guys all get an invitation for Aster. She would like to meet up with you guys in the library again, if you guys are willing.
I'm down.
Like after all
Alright.
of your classes, obviously, which you
Mhm.
guys have been, I will say you guys have been going to very regularly.
Yeah,
Look.
I think we should go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
She's the one we did detention with, right?
who? Oh yes,
The
yes.
snake.
She's the one that has been hosting the animal pack magic test.
Alright.
Yeah. So she has been the one that has been like helping you guys, and with a month pass, you guys still like have a whole semester ahead of y'all. And while this thing's not gonna be like a semester exam, it seems like it's gonna be like a mid-semester thing. So you guys have a good amount of time. I would say like maybe another month or so at most, but it's coming around, and Chica just wants to make sure that you guys are able to do the magic you're supposed to judge on, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That being said, like Veggie, Adalia, you have really actually taken to it. The fact that you have been like kind of taking care of Cuddles a lot has helped with that. And surprisingly enough, I would say you've kind of gone back to your kind of like bookworm studious ways. So you've been studying a lot of the arcane, and it helps that you're also working at the library, so you kind of are aware of what books people are checking in and out, and a lot of that tends to be like very relevant information. It's not, now given it's not beginner's magic, it is still pretty like high up there advanced magic, but you kind of get an understanding on like with people like with relevant like magical techniques, and it kind of helps you. But yeah, so but are you guys willing to meet her up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So I'd say you guys kind of go through your classes as usual, and after all of the classes done, once again you guys find yourselves within the library, and as expected, you guys meet up Aster in her small shared office that she has with the archivist. The archivist is not there yet, weirdly enough. But to be fair, it's kind of early afternoon. He kind of arrives a little bit later on.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But
I noticed because like I think I have a little crush on him. I'm like fiddlesticks.
Fiddlesticks. Interesting. So you think like Phoebe as a character would have a little crush?
Like Blair, not Phoebe. Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
Like back in ye old modern times, like she'd get around. So I was like,
Interesting.
that's all.
Roll me a charisma check, if you would like to hide that crush. Aster's gonna roll
I'm
to
so
insight.
fucked. I'm so fucked, you
A
guys.
12.
Roll
I
luck.
don't have her stats yet, so we're just gonna say a 12.
Roll
So,
D20 plus charisma.
Yeah, charisma for a deception.
Charisma.
So you can
That's a
possibly
plus
Get away.
2.
You can possibly get
Okay.
away.
Wait, oop, I typed it wrong.
Well, if it's a +2, you got like a 50-50 chance.
Yeah. you
Okay,
do.
dog. Okay, dog.
Whoa!
I'm
Nice.
locked in.
Fuck in.
I locked in. Okay.
Okay, very good. That's actually really good because being the sister of Solus, you don't know where that would have gone.
That would have gone in so many ways. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I think because like Aster has been open that her brother is Solus, and you know Solus well enough. You've kind of been able to like shut it off. Like when you're with just him, you're like, teehee, okay, awesome, interesting, cool. When in Love and Peace to Aster, Aster seems very well meaning, but you also are very aware of her brother, and you don't know how much she would share. So you just kind of
Yeah.
like zip, zilch, nothing gets
I
through
can't
you.
have like a cheating scandal on my hands right now.
No, you cannot. Yeah, oh god, that'd be funny. But yeah, you can't have a cheating scandal. You can't risk that shit, especially with how Solus likes to go yap, yap, yap.
Yeah.
He likes to go meow, meow, meow. Meow,
Yeah,
meow, meow. That's you. But
But
yeah, you guys kind of meet up with Aster, who is very excited to see y'all again. You've been seeing her, I would say, like, at least once every other week. To kind of, like, you've been expected to practice on your own. Besides Adalia, I don't know how much you would have practiced Pact Animal Magic, Edge.
I packed animal magic specifically.
Yeah.
Except, I think there has just been the littlest bit of, like, every so often when the spider is around, Darian will try his best to be, like, channeling the strongest, do not come near me. You do not want to come near me. Ooh, you do not want to come near me so bad. Ooh, type of vibes. But I don't think that counts as actual pact magic practice.
It doesn't.
Because it's just wishful thinking at that point.
And I don't think it's gonna work, especially not on the spider.
No, it's not. It hasn't been working. It has not been a good time for Darian.
No.
In every sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, so as you guys kind of meet with Aster, she is once again, like, covered in animals. And she meets y'all very excited and goes, "Oh, so it really works out. I've actually rented out the magical battle room for y'all. So I think we can kind of really try to go for it if you're okay with that."
Yeah, Lily.
Yeah, did we rent the battle room because of the space or because we are going to do battle?
Well, because of the space, mostly because the field's being taken up right now. So instead of just doing out in the courtyard, being the library staff, I usually have first dibs. And the magical rooms are usually in the library, and they're for people practicing their magic in a safe environment.
Okay.
So I think that kind of works out for us.
It's a bit comforting.
Yeah, so if anything explodes on us, it will only kill the people inside the room.
Why would it
So
explode?
You know what? That's practical. I like that.
Wait, hold on. This is no longer. Is anything going to explode?
I mean, not right now. Hopefully, maybe. Anyways.
Well, they don't call me detonator for nothing.
Nobody calls
Nobody
you that.
calls you that. Who's ever called you that?
She's the only one who calls herself that. It's embarrassing. Every
Lady
morning
Phoebe.
she'll wake up and go, "The detonator is awake."
What? Wait.
Lady Phoebe, love and peace? That sounds really embarrassing.
It is. It's humiliating to watch.
Let's just go to the war room, guys. Whatever.
Phoebe looking like a kicked fucking puppy.
Nobody gets my jokes.
Nobody gets your joke. But yeah, you guys end up, like, you guys find that, I'm assuming none of y'all have really went to practice your magic excessively, so you've never heard of these rooms. But weirdly enough, they're there. The library itself is multiple levels, and Phoebe, you already know, like, the lower levels have the older tomes to stay away from sunlight, because the ink would fade if it's in sunlight. So upper levels usually have a lot more books that are newer and can stay in sunlight. There's, like, some small study common areas that you guys can have, and then as you guys continue up, you find a large hallway with different enlarged cubicles that seem to be encompassed by large walls and a fairly small door. So it looks like a prison cell, but considering that she said that it kind of encapsulates very destructive magic to where it doesn't hurt anybody outside, probably pretty practical.
Okay.
But having sense that you guys probably never been here, like, she kind of shows you there's multiple rooms, and you can see that there's, like, a small wooden tablet that has names that's reserved for the rooms. Kind of, I know this sounds so weird because I think maybe only Veggie would know it, but, like, in college there are study rooms that you can reserve.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's basically like that.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes people can just go into them, but if somebody has them reserved, it has to be empty around that time slot. this
Maybe
is
a word.
essentially that. Yeah. But weirdly enough, as you guys enter, lo and behold, the room isn't empty. As you guys enter, you see Thiessen there waiting for y'all.
Oh.
And Aster's like, oh, sorry, this room's reserved. And he goes, yes, but I do have formal business with those three. And you guys kind of watch as Aster steps up to him, and he whispers something to her. She looks at you all, looks back at him, and then goes, okay. And she, like, hops back. She's like, well, session's canceled. I'm going to be leaving you here with Thiessen, if that's okay with y'all. But
Yeah.
we'll reschedule, we'll rain check, and we'll see when we can rent out another room. Okay, bye!
What?
And then she shuts the door, and you're left with Thiessen. Who,
Everyone, we all stare at him.
yeah, he has a lot of weapons with him.
What?
Like, a lot of weapons. Like, you see morning stars, flails, staffs, swords, axes, daggers, bows, everything under the sun. And it seems like he carried it all by himself. And it's just scattered around the floor. And he looks at you all and goes, you know, I have been thinking a lot these past 3 weeks. And while you, and he points at you, Phoebe, have been working on your own strength and your own combat prowess, a lot of you don't seem to have any combat skills at all. Am I correct in assuming that?
You're correct.
It really wasn't something I really needed.
Well, I think you need it now.
Have you ever seen me? No, wait a minute. We're not going back in the woods. Why do we need it now?
What do you mean?
He kind of pauses at
Why
that.
wouldn't we go back in the world?
Well, actually, I've been thinking on it a little bit.
Oh.
So,
No.
consider. don't whine on me. I'm sorry.
I'm already on board. I'm already on board.
No.
Consider this. The forest doesn't usually lure a lot of people in at once. So the fact that it's tried to lure in not 1, not 2, but 4 people is very interesting. And from what you've all told me, he points at you, Darian, you experienced visions, points at you, Adelia, you've experienced visions, and points at you, Maddie, Phoebe, and he goes, you've constantly felt lured in by the forest, am I not correct?
That's so true. Yeah.
So, I'm thinking that chances are it's not if you all will return to the forest, it's when, whether you want it or not.
I don't want it.
I want it.
He kind of just like shrugs and goes, that's a shame, because that's not a choice. But
I would just simply not walk in.
if you've experienced visions, and if I am aware from what you've told, you've caught the attention of the High Court Fae, I think you don't have an option.
All right, let's get this
why
training
do we have to-
started.
No, Phoebe. Why do we have to do this today?
I've just been thinking about it a little bit, and, well, today's better than tomorrow, or never, or nothing at all. So, now we're starting today.
We can't take a rain check for pact magic?
No.
We're never learning this damn pact magic.
Hey,
I think
Thiessen,
survival takes precedent. I don't know, guys.
please don't make me try to lift one of those. I'm just gonna come right out and say it. I don't want to try to lift one of those.
I think you're gonna have to try regardless. I think you all should choose a weapon, pick it up, and try to learn it, and he stomps his foot on the ground, and you see flames burst out from under his foot as a man completely made out of flames, looking completely armored with a spear goes, he's gonna try to kill you now. Everybody roll for initiative.
Yay!
Yay! Let me find my
Alright,
sticker.
initiative level plus initiative score or just initiative score?
It is level plus initiative score, I believe.
Okay, so plus
Level
5.
plus-
Jesus.
Yeah, it's Dex plus level.
Wait, okay, Dex plus level.
Mm-hmm.
24.
So okay, plus 5.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I rolled. One second.
You're good.
Dex plus level. I got this.
Let's go.
15.
8.
Yippee! Yippee! Let me change out the music. Let's have something
It's no
fun.
longer happy-go-lucky school time. Sad days.
It's so
Yeah.
happy-go-lucky. What are you talking about?
Alright, here's the battle music we have. Alright.
You know that one fucking kid from Magic School Bus that was always like, please let this be a normal field trip? I feel like that's Darian every time.
Yeah.
this is
Please
brought
let
up.
this be a normal class day. Let me see. What's his initiative score?
In the woods? No way.
His Dex plus 1. Okay, so it's an 11. So who has the highest? Looks like Darian has the highest. So Darian, then Phoebe, and then the soldier, and then last but not least, Adalia. I think that makes sense.
Oh yeah, no, she's a stick.
Yeah. All right. So Darian, you see this man made of completely flame holding a flaming spear. Deason's just crossing his arms and gestures to the weapons, and he goes, "All right, your choice." And you have almost any kind of weapon there imaginable, within reason, for you to pick out of. What would you like to do?
Shit. Oh, crap. Trying to figure out what weapon I could reasonably wield.
I wouldn't. Isn't that the fun part?
Because I know I had throwing knives before.
Mm-hmm.
And I had joked with you that eventually he would, like, juggle them, like, for his fucking clown act.
But that's different than using them in combat.
That's definitely different than from using them in combat.
How is it different? You just gotta juggle them in a different direction.
True.
Let me... I would like to grab, let me make sure I'm actually, like, picking the right name for this.
Mm-hmm.
I would like, to grab a mace.
Okay. A mace, absolutely. Let me check. I believe that is a strength-based weapon. Is that correct?
I believe so.
Let me check real quick. I'm using just 5. Yep. Simple melee mace weapon. Yep. That is a strength. So roll me a strength check real quick to see if you can even pick it up.
Oh, fuck. Well, I'm -2 strength, but I'm level 2, so flat D20.
Mm-hmm. 12. Okay, that's pretty good. You managed to pick it up. It's really heavy. Like, and this is me talking to you, Cam. Cam, you've never felt anything like this before. Like,
God.
you've carried around, like, hefty, like, bulk foods and, like, waters and whatnot. This is very different. This is very clearly mace-shaped. Oh, God. Yeah, but you
It's
pick it up.
definitely, like, dragging on the floor a bit.
But you managed to hold it up. You're doing pretty good. Would you like to try to hit it?
I think I have to. Do I want to? No. But I have a very large man glaring me down and something on fire in front of me. Pure panic. I will take a swing.
All right. Roll the hit, and he is going to roll to dodge.
Alright, what do I need to roll here?
It should be on the side here. Let me remember. Your roll to hit is level plus strength, technically. But since it's a -2, I'm not going to have you, you know, roll.
Yeah, so it's just a flat 20. 14.
Okay, 14. Let me check his... I'm going to use this dice over here. Let me check his stats real quick. His strength is a... Nope, his dex a +1. Okay. So... Let me use D20 plus 1. All right. 19. Sad. Sadly, as you try to heft it up, it is very much, you are clumsy in your technique and you do not know how to use this. So you try to pull it up and then bring it over your head, but lose balance a little bit as you bring it down fairly clumsily. And the flaming soldier just seems to step back with such tactical ease. And you kind of realize, oh shit, you don't know how to do this.
Which I made very clear from the start. I don't know.
Is there anything else you'd like to do, speaking wise, talk wise, action wise?
I thought you were going to teach us. Are we just supposed to throw things around?
Decent kind of shrugs and goes, experience is the best motivator. All right, let's go.
I'm not motivated.
Phoebe, it is your turn. You were seeing an array of weapons before you. You've actually never used real weapons before. You've only used wooden ones, surprisingly enough.
Okay. So would I be familiar with some because of combat lessons?
Yeah, I was actually about to say, I would like you to roll a general wisdom check to see if you know what weapon's best for you.
Oh gosh, I was actually thinking about that. Okay, so roll d20 plus what?
Plus wisdom, plus level.
Plus wisdom, plus what? Okay.
And I think, let me check if you have anything. You also, I would like to point out, you also have something called combat analysis. Because you got help from Thiessen, you can use this skill to understand an opponent's style of fighting and the possibility on how to better them.
I have a skill!
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to keep up with y'all's skills. I'm trying.
Yay! So I rolled really low. Does that mean I get advantage?
I would not say that, but I want you to roll another wisdom check. You don't know what weapon to choose, but see if roll that combat analysis to see if you can get some kind of analysis on your opponent.
Okay.
I'll give you your proficiency on that. So add a +4.
Is that plus wisdom?
Yeah,
Oh,
plus
plus
wisdom, plus level, plus 4.
Wait. So that's 4, 5, 7 plus 7?
Yes, plus 7.
Crazy. Okay. 19.
See, yeah, that's kind of what I really like about this system that Connor's put together, is that these modifiers stack up.
Okay. So, like, before you go into it, I, above game, already know what weapon I'd be interested in, but would that, because of my low roll, conflict?
No. It just means you don't know which one's best suited for you, but if you add a character think you already know, I'm not going to hold that against you.
Okay, in that case, I would like to go for an Elven Curve Blade, if there's one there.
No, absolutely. I'd say there is. You go for a curved blade, and as you look at this guy, you can tell that he is very top-heavy. He probably can fall prone very easily if you can go for his legs.
Facts!
Not to mention,
so
I will say with a 19 as well, a spear is usually a long-distance weapon that is used to hit opponents from afar. If you can get close to him, more likely than not, he'll have a hard time getting to you.
Okay, so that's why I chose a longer range finesse weapon. So what she's probably gonna do is, again, like, definitely, like, try and sweep for the legs with per weapon.
Okay. Roll me a hit, and I'll roll to dodge.
Roll d20 plus, so it's dex plus my level.
Yes, dex plus your level, and since you're not proficient in it, there's no advantage.
Slay, okay.
You got a 14 to dodge.
Alright, come on, buddy, you got 7.
To be fair, holding a real blade is very new to you. So what happens is you grab the blade, and once again, just like Darian, it is heavier in the hand. It almost feels wrong to hold. This is not something you, as Blair, have ever held before. Even in, like, I would say, like, you've been to, like, Comic-Cons and held, like, katana swords before. This is different. This is real, and it feels very heavy on purpose, if that makes sense. So, as you hold this, you're just trying to get your stance off, and once again, your swing is it's more tempered and more controlled than Darian's, but it's definitely still new. You try to remember what stance Decent advised you on. You try to remember what strokes and how you need to hold it, but in the heat of battle, it is hard to remember that all at once. So you bring down your blade, and sadly, you miss again. And it is now the soldier's turn, which...
I'm the closest!
You're the closest. Here's the thing. Like I said, the spear is a long-distance weapon.
Yeah.
So, he's not gonna go for you, Phoebe. Idalia. Lovely Idalia.
Yay.
He is going to try to hit you. Would you like to dodge, parry, or would you like to tank? I will say, parry is not an option for you.
Yeah, no, I'm dodging because if I don't even have a weapon grabbed yet, I can't parry anything.
All right. Then I say give me a dodge while I give him a hit.
Alright, that's dexterity plus level. Let me do the roll.
He has a +3, so it's a +4 to hit.
19.
Oh, that's pretty good. For a 7, yeah. So, you see, immediately you see the head of this flaming soldier immediately snap towards you, Idalia. Idalia, you've been dressing better. I need to preface that. But previous Idalia's wardrobe is very poofy, and you're still kind of stuck with that. So you have to awkwardly hoof your dress up and move around as a man with an actual spear made of fire tries to come at you, and you just barely manage to miss it. But
I am covered in flammable objects.
Yeah, I will say, you feel the heat against your skin. Even though it doesn't burn you, it is very real. Now it is your turn, Idalia. Your fiance is trying to kill you.
Yeah, no, she's super pissed about that. I don't think she's gonna try the OG Idalia style of whining and throwing a tantrum because
It's not gonna work.
already knows. She just looks so mad that he has disrupted her fun pact magic time. Let's see. I think Idalia goes over the weapons for whichever one is the lightest. I think she's gonna go for a dagger.
A dagger? Okay. You grab a dagger, and I'd say easy enough. That's really simple to kind of pick up, but you do feel the weight in your hand. I don't know if you've ever held an actual weapon dagger before, but again, there is that weight to it, and there's a very it's not hard to pick up a mace or a curved blade, but it is ooh, this is heftier than you suspected, and you're kind of understanding that this is a very real weapon. And what would you like to do with that?
I think Idalia's gonna go for an opportunist strategy, cause there's 2 other people fighting this thing.
Mm-hmm.
She might have noticed a pattern in the way Phoebe is dealing with this, so she is going to let Phoebe and Darian distract it, and maybe withhold her attack for whenever Phoebe attacks it from the front, she'll try pushing it over or attacking from the back, where it'll be much harder to dodge both of them.
Sure, absolutely. So I'm gonna say...
you wanna what was it? I'm sorry, the word just lost me. I literally was gonna say it. It's when 2 people are on opposite sides of an enemy.
Pincer.
Not pincer.
Flank?
Flank. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah. Basically she's planning to flank, and she's going to hold her action for an advantage on her attack. If that is what I'm assuming is correct.
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right. That being said, Darian, it is now your turn. You are holding this very heavy mace. Things are serious. You saw Idalia literally almost get stabbed.
This is real odd.
Mm-hmm.
Are you at least going to give us any advice?
He looks you up and down and goes, actually, I'm not really good at teaching people things. Phoebe, you would know he's actually really good at teaching people things, but it's in the moment that he's not good at it. So, these are kind of things for a moment and just goes, Huh. Protect your vitals. Yeah, that's it. All right.
Teaching people things.
Go team. Decent, weirdly enough, as deadpan as he is, he's got a sense of humor.
God damn it.
Awesome.
Funny as fuck. Gonna take another swing at this guy.
Okay.
I suppose.
Absolutely.
So, another flat D20.
Oh! Do you want a flavor? Or
I
do
am
you
not
want me
motivated.
Would you
I
like?
am not one of his elite employees.
You are now one of my elite employees. Out of curiosity, would you like to flavor this natural one, or should I?
I think out of like sheer spite, like Darian is going to try and swing at this thing again. If nothing else, but just to like get the frustration of what's going on out.
Yeah.
Tries to like heft it up. Tries to like swing it back to get momentum to swing it forward. Momentum completely just works against him and knocks him on his ass.
Yeah. As you fall on your ass, man, there's nothing that could make this work. Or make this worse. And then you hear it. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. It's hungry.
Fuck.
Can I look over to Cam? Can I look over to Cam and like look at him and be like, it's you're doing entertainment, right? Like you're doing jesting. It's like method acting. Just think of something that makes you incredibly mad and just go crazy on him.
Being attacked by a flaming man makes me very upset.
we see, we already got one step.
All right. Okay, Phoebe, it is now your turn. You just watched Darian fall on his ass, and now his Tamagotchi wants his attention.
Oh boy. I'm going to basically do the same thing that I did last time. Is there anything that I can evaluate again with my skill though, like combat analysis?
I will say, give me another roll. We'll see.
Yay! Okay. Roll d20 plus 7?
Yes.
No. Yes.
Yeah, it's
okay. That.
Whoa!
What is that?
Okay.
Oh my! That was
Nice.
that was a 20.
So
What?
I was actually gonna hold this, but I'm gonna give this to you because it's really fucking funny. So,
Okay.
bestie, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Fighting this flame soldier is probably gonna take a while. But if you can nip it at its source, it might flicker a little bit. And from what you're aware, Thiesen's just standing right there.
Are you telling me that he's the one controlling this?
Yeah, he is.
He summoned it.
Okay, so are you telling me that if I just kick his ass, he'll stop?
Maybe. You don't know. You just know that, like, more likely than not, this thing is pretty tanky, made to take a lot of hits, and the motherfucker controlling it should be a little bit more vulnerable.
Oh man, do I really want to try and stab Thiessen?
Here's the thing, I will also say Thiesen's also very, very skilled. That man's a buff.
I know. I would like. I feel like he probably would be less forgiving if I tried to attack him head on.
Yeah. Well, in
I
that
could
case,
try and prone.
Yeah. I will say, like, in that case, remember that the soldier is top heavy, so if you go for the legs, chances are he'll fall easily.
That's what I'm thinking. I might prone him.
Okay.
Remember,
Okay,
you
cool.
also have, like, Idalia flanking you, so if you
Yeah.
want help.
You'll have a proficiency.
Oh, I have. So wait, I have proficiency right now.
Yeah, because you're flanking. Or technically, I'm sorry,
Okay.
I take that back. It's advantage.
Okay, advantage. So I get to roll twice.
Yes.
Dexterity plus my level. Got it.
Yep.
All right. So plus 4. Roll 2 times. Got
Alright.
it.
He's gonna try to see if he can... A 16?
16.
I'm gonna see if he
16.
can parry.
16. Frick.
Yeah,
Okay.
16 seems to be it. Okay. Let me look. His level half, dex half. Okay. He's gonna try to parry that.
Cool.
+1. Okay. Okay, so it's a +3. That's not great. Not terrible, though. Oh, there we go. A 6! No! Alright,
Nice.
you hit him!
Cool. I would like to sweep his legs.
Okay, absolutely. I say you can still do some damage. So roll, you got a curved blade, right?
Yeah.
Roll me a 1d8 plus your dex.
Okay. Let's see.
Okay,
4.
4. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay. All right. So immediately you kind of go for the legs and you manage almost cutting below his calf. And as expected, he kind of falls down using the spear to kind of keep himself up, which, by the way, Veggie rolled a hit because that also procs your attack. You also get advantage. And now that he is prone, add another +4 to that.
All right, so d20 plus what modifiers are on the dagger?
Dex.
Okay. Plus level?
Yes. And then plus another 4.
Okay. Boop, 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 boop. I also have a question that
Yeah.
I think Adelia would be trying to look for. Do I get like a general vibe on what this thing's physiology is?
What do you mean by that?
Like, people have vitals. Does this thing have like anything that resembles a vital?
Not really. And I would
Vital's
say...
decent.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
vital
it's
is
decent.
decent. And I would say, Adalia, that is not... Since you are not combat educated, I would say in the moment you would not be looking for that.
Fair. All right, let me roll twice for advantage.
All right. 13.
13.
All right, he's going to try to dodge, but he does get a disadvantage because he's prone. Haha, never mind. -1. You hit. 1d4 plus dex.
Alrighty. 1d4. Damage. 6.
6? Wow, that's actually really good. All right, awesome. That becomes 10. How much HP does this guy have? He has a good amount. Okay, he's good. Awesome. Yeah, he looks pretty beat up now as you guys manage to get a good chunk in. Darian, as you fall on your ass, almost as if they were waiting for the opportunity, almost as if you were distracting him in some way. Phoebe immediately goes in for his legs, and as he falls over, Idalia from behind brings the dagger up and literally like stabs him in the back, and it takes a good amount of like bit off him. Now it is his turn. I need Idalia, Phoebe, make dexterity checks for me, as it's
Absolutely.
beginning to get really hot around your area.
Wait, is that a
Oh, I got a
D20?
5.
D20, yes.
D20 plus 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, the plus level. I'm stupid.
Plus level. Whoa!
Let's go!
God, Maddie,
You
your
are-
D20s are back. Your
Maddie
natural
with the
20s.
He's the opiate!
All right. So, damn. So you get hit by this, don't you, Idalia?
I super do.
Okay. Luckily, Blair, you feel the heat kind of come up into your skin as you immediately go, I gotta get away from this. And you step back as this flaming soldier grows hotter and hotter and hotter and immediately erupts into flames for a moment. And Idalia, sadly, because you're so close and you just plunged your dagger in, you are not able to get away. And I am going to roll some heat damage on you. Love and peace.
Yay!
That is... I'm just going to do a normal... What's his
At
hit?
least I have more than 2 health now.
8 damage.
Oh, cool.
That's something that you can't do all the time, though. But you're on 1 health, aren't you, bestie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no. Blair's not gonna like this.
So immediately you are burned to a crisp, Idalia. It hurts, and it hurts like hell. I'm assuming you've never been burned before, at least not like this.
Not like this.
Yeah, so immediately while the creature is still prone, it got a good hit into you. And Darian, it is your turn. As you are on your ass, technically prone, you are hearing the insistent beeping of your Tamagotchi, and you haven't been able to get a hit on this. And like the other two managed, but you just haven't. What would you like to do?
I think, like, would this count as extreme pressure?
I would say so.
I would like to use my skill of being mentally adaptable to perhaps get proficiency or advantage.
Okay, yeah. I would say proficiency.
Alright. Because pure fucking rage. Has this thing gotten back up?
No, it has not.
Alright, cool. Gonna use that to advantage, because Darian is gonna get back up, raise this thing up. It is so much harder, like so much easier to swing a mace at something that's already on the ground.
Yeah. Whack-a-mole.
What was that?
Whack-a-mole.
Oh.
Whack-a-mole.
Whack-a-mole. Whack-a-mole.
So-
Whack-a-mole.
I've played a few games of whack-a-mole at the Quesadilla Ria and Fun Complex.
Yeah.
It should be just like that.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to raise this shit up and slam it down.
Okay.
So that's proficiency. That
Plus
would that be...
advantage.
Alright, so that is a +4 now for me.
Yay!
With advantage?
Yeah, with advantage because it's still prone. 21. 21.
I get 21.
Well, we'll see because it gets a disadvantage to dodge. And it's not gonna try to parry, even though it might, but it's not doing good. 13.
Yeah, it's on the ground.
And a 9. Yeah, you hit it. I believe a mace is... What's its damage input? Let me check real quick. 1d... Let's do 1d8.
Alright, any modifiers?
Plus strength, but I'm not gonna count the negatives.
Alright, so my level would just even that out to flat 1d8?
Yeah.
7.
7? Okay. Cool. Perfect. It is looking really rough right now, I would say that. Yeah, in pure rage, in pure anger, having been, like, the first time you've been, like, pushed into this combat encounter that's not just pure fear and pure survival, you immediately bring down this mace. And I will say, bringing it up is harder than bringing it down. So the pure adrenaline helps you pick up this mace and you bring it down with such force as the mace almost goes through this figure, the flames erupting once more before dying and pittering out a little bit, but it is still standing. Phoebe, it is now your turn.
Okay, it looks like this guy's on his last leg.
Yeah, he's not looking too good.
He's still on the ground?
He's still on the ground.
Okay, my initial reaction was going to be attacking Thiessen because he nearly killed Adalia, but if this thing is almost already dead, she might just put it out of its misery if she can.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Give a hit to me. It's with advantage.
So rolling twice?
Yeah, roll twice.
Okay. Cool. 24, babes.
Holy shit, that's double damage.
I don't
So
even need to
2d8.
roll again.
Yeah.
I'm starting to wonder how
Yeah.
how you get
2d8s.
58.
That doubles damage.
Oh, I just mean my dex modifier.
Yeah.
Okay. 14.
Oh, wow.
14
Yeah,
babes.
that thing's out. That thing's out, dog. Yeah.
Let's go.
Immediately, you are also kind of filled with this rage and hatred all of a sudden as you see Adalia get burned, and you take your curved blade.
I was gonna say, I think about the fact that I was brutally murdered, and I let out all of that big rage onto the guy.
Perfect. Yeah. And you take your curved blade, slice it into the flames, and weirdly enough, like, when you slice into flames, obviously you shouldn't feel anything, but it really does. You feel a friction and a force as if you're actually stabbing into a body. And I would say that kind of brings you out of it a little bit, in a sense, because you've never stab something. Even if it's a creature made out of fire, the fact that there is such body that you feel in it almost kind of gets you out of it, but you still manage as you bring this blade up, cutting this fire creature in half, and then the fire rises up before fading and pittering out, and you guys are left with just a black ash mark on the tiled floor, and you guys are all out of breath as Thiessen just goes, yeah, go team.
You nearly set us on fire. You did set someone on fire.
Thiessen, what the hell?
It's fine, don't worry, Adalia, come over here, I'll heal you.
She does not come over here. She stands up and goes to her friends.
he just kind of sighs. It just goes, Adalia, it's fine. I'm sorry.
I'm still on fire.
He kind of like, you are still on fire. Like the little hat you put on is still on fire. Yeah. And like, it kind of pitters out. But Thiessen just goes, I understand you're mad, but you weren't going to pick up a weapon otherwise.
I will go to the doctor.
I mean
it could be worse. You could be in front of an entire crowd of people being set on fire.
Are we really gonna bring this up now?
I'm just saying I can empathize.
Right, okay.
It sounds like you're trying to make my day worse, Cam, and I'm going to ignore you for that reason.
That's a weird name.
Yeah, it's a nickname.
Cam?
Faye,
Yes,
nicknames.
Yeah.
As Darian?
We're friends. Yeah.
Where'd it come from?
You had to be
camaraderie.
there.
I love all of you!
We all
I'm sorry, that was so funny.
we all said something else. Oh my gosh.
All at the same time, too. He just nods, and then slowly just goes, okay, I'm serious though. I am sorry. And he kind of goes, let me heal you, I'm genuine about this.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna go take my meds. I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Don't worry, this spousal argument will continue.
Yeah, it's fine.
Are you going to heal me, or are you going to summon another surprise fireman?
I mean, I could, but I won't.
I don't know that, because we were supposed to be doing pact magic.
And then I asked for her to leave, and you guys are going to reschedule your pack magic. It's fine.
Yeah, what did you say to her, by the way?
Oh yeah, I offered her catnip.
Catnip?
Yeah, catnip you can't get here often, but I heard that she's taken in some cats, and I offered her what catnip I had.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, like, what do these cats do, if you have any clue?
I mean, they're cats. Well,
That's not an answer. That's never an answer.
do you not know what cats are? Okay, you might... I won't lie, you might have a concussion. Let me heal you. I'm serious about this now.
I don't have a concussion. I
then
promise
what are cats? What are cats to you?
They're like small furry animals. I thought dogs were normal, and then...
Yeah, dogs are normal. Look, let me just heal you. I'm sorry, but I knew you all wouldn't do anything. Unlike Phoebe, she's really battle hungry for whatever reason. But you two specifically would not do anything. And I need you to understand, as I thought more on it, more likely than not, whatever Annette is now, she won't be the last of what you encounter.
We just the woods. What if I just stay far away from the woods? All of my classes are on the other side of campus.
You are aware it has a magical pool on people, right?
Yeah, well, I've been going there every night, and it hasn't magically pulled me.
That's not a good thing.
I haven't been going there every night. See, it can work. I can just stay away from it.
Thiessen just sighs and looks at you, and he just goes, I want you to all be sincere with yourselves right now. You really think the forest is going to let you off just like that?
Huh.
I don't like the fact the forest will let us do anything. It's a forest.
Right. And the forest
It also hasn't...
gave you, turned Annette into what she is now, and gave you visions that you did not want.
Hey, why is nobody talking about the fact Annette's gone missing?
That
The magic, isn't it?
yes. Have you actually asked her sister about it?
I haven't brought it up in class, but she hasn't. She usually would mention her sister at least once or twice. She hasn't said anything.
I did hint at it, and she didn't say anything.
There's probably some excuse, some reasonable excuse. I say, if you really want an answer from her, I might recommend asking her directly. I'm fine currently, but then again, I had no special attachment to Annette, and he looks at you, Adalia. Apologies, Annette and Diana were not really my crowd. But from what I'm aware, when students go missing, especially because of the forest, there are excuses that people come up with that I think the forest makes happen, and they don't question it. Like, I mean, it's worked on you all before, hasn't it?
Has it?
Has it?
Has it?
I'd assume, yeah. Because Annette's not the first one to go missing.
I don't remember it, so I guess you're right.
Yeah, totally.
You kind of say that, Adalia, and weirdly enough, I think you all noticed this, like, Decent stares at you for a long time for a moment as you say that. And he just kind of goes back and goes, yeah, there are a few people you don't remember.
What?
We don't remember. I don't say that.
You don't remember a lot.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I think there was someone that got mentioned to us last time. Like,
I know about the guy buried 20 feet underground, but I don't know if that's related.
different guy.
Different guy.
The Flame Prince? What's his name? I'm trying to remember his name.
Oh, the Fire of the East.
The Fire of the He mentioned that last time when we were talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
After the thing, I believe.
Yeah. And, looks at you directly, Adalia. You don't remember him at all, do you?
No.
Then yeah, the forest has worked on you before. The forest has a wide range, and if it wants you, which it sounds like it does, it won't just give up. And especially if more likely than not you're going to deal with creatures like Annette, you all need to understand how combat works, lest you end up like her or worse.
There's worse.
I don't think that's something you want to know.
I'm down to train and find out.
I didn't want to know any of this, actually.
That's worse.
There is worse. He kind of shrugs a little bit. And while you're distracted, he like slams a hand down on your shoulder, Adalia, and you get all of your HP back.
Yeah, I imagined he was like inching closer.
Yeah, he
It's
was.
it's like giving dogs a shot or something.
Literally, no, it literally
Wrapping the
was.
heel bell in some cheese and handing it to you.
I will say, give me a Constitution roll real quick.
Absolutely. Let me.
Knocks you the fuck over.
Oh boy. That's a 6.
No. Okay, Adalia, love and peace. You are in immense pain all of a sudden.
Oh.
As he...
Adalia on the floor.
Literally, you will be, like, rolling on the floor. You are in so much pain. It is, like, a bunch of needles that have, like, been pricked into your skin. And your body feels rigid and it hurts. And, like, all of a sudden, nothing. You're fine. You're a little itchy, but that's it.
God, are you okay?
Oh, that's a side effect of the healing magic.
Leave it.
What'd you say, Veggie?
I'm leaving. And she does get up and start to leave.
Door's locked.
She goes and sulks in a corner instead.
So what next?
We aren't fighting that again.
I could come up with fire dogs.
No.
Oh.
I'm tired of dogs.
Okay. I have more fire people.
Why are they all on fire?
That's kind of my gist. He, like, points at his glowing horns. I'm sorry.
You should broaden your horizons. It can be a learning experience for everyone involved.
You're right. This is why I'm broadening your horizons, clown man.
Ooh.
What have I ever done?
I don't know. I think Clown Man's horizons are pretty broad.
Thank you. I'm going to take that as a compliment. I don't care how you meant it. I'm taking it as a compliment.
Was Adalia the only one to take damage? I think so, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
He was gonna heal you guys too, but, you know, you're fine. He kind of, like, puts a hand on you, Darian, and for a moment you're ready to feel, like, whatever pain Adalia felt, but you don't feel anything. And he just goes, I'm just trying to help you. I would hate for you all to go missing as well. The forest itself hasn't been active like that in years. And...
Hold on, how long have you been here? Sorry.
Long enough. He kind of shrugs, he doesn't really know.
Noted, continue.
But I'm saying that this is probably going to help you a lot more than you suspect. And but when you deal with whatever the forest has to throw at you, whether it be a net herself or some other monster, don't you think it'd be better to at least be prepared? And he looks at you, Darian, and he goes, I know the High Court Fae has had an eye on you, right?
He's been hanging around, I suppose.
Yeah, and you don't think that maybe knowing a little bit of combat might help? I get it, you were raised in a very strict household, but I feel like picking up a sword would do you some good.
I suppose. Am I going to have to fight him off?
I can't say yes to that. And I won't lie, I don't know how to fight the court fae. Faes are usually... Well, they're not combative. They're not a combative race, and he gestures at you, all three of you, actually. But they're not a combative race because if they've lived long enough, they have powers that would just immediately subdue you. So, why bother with combat?
I'm down.
Sounds hopeless, but you're not letting me out of it.
Look, I just want to give you some sort of a fighting chance. I'm not saying you will fight the High Court Fae, but, well, we could start by finding you a better weapon than any gestures at the mace. That. I'm surprised you actually picked the biggest weapon out there.
I was thinking of whack-a-mole.
Thinking of what?
Come on.
Whack-a-mole, you know, the thing popping up, and then you grab the
I
big
don't think he
hammer,
knows.
and
I'm sorry.
and you smack it back down into the hole every time it pops up.
You can almost hear the gears in Thiesen's head grinding as he stares at you.
It's a fun little kid's
I-
game.
I grabbed Darian's shoulders like, don't give him more material to work with, dude.
It would be more fun than whatever just happened.
I'm sorry, I kind of grew up in a poor village. I am not aware of your Fae games of whack-mole.
Oh, are you trying to make fun of him? I point at Cam. It's like, come on, that's insensitive.
No,
I can't believe you're
it's a
bullying
quarter.
a poor boy.
It was a quarter, and I would find tokens on the floor after my shift.
Tokens on the floor after your shift?
You're really not doing us any good, man.
I would play it sometimes as a child. It would, never mind. Never mind, don't worry about it.
As you're like trying to find excuses, once again you're reminded, beep beep, beep beep.
Oh god. I have to take
I'd offer
care
to
of-
help you with that, but Thesan already healed me.
I have to take care of it. Can I step out of the room?
No.
As he's saying that, Darian is like going over to the door and kind of like
Let
tugging
me
at it, and it's
out.
just kind of like rattling a little bit.
Let
But
me-
can I step out for a moment?
No.
Thesan, can I step out for a moment?
I don't trust that you won't run on me. I won't lie, man.
Oh,
Love and
This is-
peace? I don't trust that you won't run.
Above game, how long is he gonna make us do this?
You don't know.
Okay.
You don't know.
God.
Welcome to
Okay.
Thesan character arc. He's kind of an asshole.
He's funny.
He's fun.
for it, though.
Yeah.
Can I try and use my customer service voice? Brown nose and be like, no. I promise you, I just need a bit of water, and I will be right back. You have made very good points regarding the forest, and I will be right back.
Roll me a charisma with a proficiency.
Okay, let me see. +2 charisma, +2 level, and +4 proficiency. That is a +8, baby. Let's go.
Alright, that's pretty good. Whoa! Big money. Alright, he's willing to bargain. He's gonna hold you by the scruff of your collar. Would you be down for that?
Oh god.
Like holding you out of the cracked doorway, holding the scruff of your collar. He promised he won't look at whatever the fuck you're doing.
I'm over here doing fisticuffs, like, I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's go.
Or even better,
Okay,
or even better, he'll offer that Phoebe be with him. Because it seems like Phoebe's down for it. He does not trust Adalia, and honestly, he's more worried about Adalia than you, Darian, because like he's suspecting that she'll try to slither away.
No, she absolutely will. She's
See,
waiting
he
for the
knows
door to
her.
open like a misbehaving cat.
Exactly. Like
Alright.
he sees you inching at the door, and he goes, "No, no, no," and he's gonna drag you away.
Here, Phoebe,
Picks
can you-
you up like a cat.
Yeah.
can you step out with me for a minute?
Oh, sure thing. I'll make sure that Darian comes right back. Yeah.
You two better not leave me in here.
I'm not going to
You
leave.
know.
I have
Oh.
something that needs my attention.
Oh, come on. You can bond with Thesan for just a few minutes.
He's holding her like a cat. Yeah, we can do that.
You two will be fine. You're friends. You're best friends. You'll be all right. It'll just be a few minutes, really.
I mean, technically she's my fiance, but okay.
Aww.
Exactly,
Okay, we'll be right back.
Shaking with rage.
he has not moved from holding you like a cat, like full stop under the arms, your arms out kind of cat.
Oh yeah.
And you are like slightly burnt to a crisp. But yeah, Phoebe and Darian, you are outside.
Hi.
Alright, just kind of like steps to the side, like glancing around. It's like, I don't need anybody to worry about this. It's fine. I promise. It's fine. Don't worry.
What are you talking about?
I'm going to guess I have like a scab or something on my hand that I've just like
Yeah.
from like the first time I've like injured myself to feed this thing. I've just kind of scratched open the same wound.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh.
So I like roll up my sleeve, like kind of scratch that back open. Like don't worry, but it's fine. Don't worry about it.
What are you... What's it?
It's not gonna stop beeping. Nobody needs to worry about this. It just, I don't know, maybe it got hit during the fall and it's upset.
Oh.
I should have thought more about that.
Wait, so I'm watching... Okay, I'm currently watching Darian draw blood in front of me.
Yeah.
You are watching Darian scratch open an open wound on his arm, take out
Okay.
his Tamagotchi, and hold it underneath, like, the blood that's oozing out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so funny fact about my medical history that I've projected onto Blair is she has some, like, I have something called a vasovagal response, which I would think it'd be so funny if Blair also had a similar condition.
Okay.
Because it's triggered by very certain things, drawing blood is intentionally is one of them.
Oh no.
So, would it, just for funsies, Fresh, could I say that I roll something to determine how badly Blair might react to Darian unprompted doing this?
Sure, give me a con.
Okay.
Please get so
To
sick that my
drag her
fiance has to put me
painted
down.
body back in.
That's a -2, dog. I love how the fact that I just whipped this, like, fire guy's ass is like, let's go again. Let's go again. And then Darian's like, hold on. And then just opens the scab up. Alright. 9.
9. You feel a little queasy.
I see Darian do that, and I immediately, like, turn. I'm like, oh, yeah, just, okay. You do what you ever, I'm not gonna pay any attention. Just go do that.
Alone, but Thiessen wouldn't let me. I don't want him seeing this and asking.
Yeah, I won't say anything. You're good.
Yeah. So Darian, you try to give it its blood? Yeah, your blood?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it soaks it up. But then it beeps again.
Fuck.
And I need
Shit.
you to make one perception check here for me.
Intelligence or wisdom?
Intelligence. Sight.
Alright, so 1 + 1 plus my level, so that is
Let's
+3.
see if you notice it. 9. You don't really see it, but you could have sworn on the screen, just for a moment, there was an imprint of a hand against the screen.
Heaven have mercy.
Huh? Wait,
Beep beep.
come on.
Beep beep.
Come on, that's usually enough.
Beep beep. Beep
I'm
beep.
not... Darian, what are you doing to that thing?
I'm not doing anything. I'm trying to feed it. I kind of like squeezes like the wound on his arm, trying to get a little bit more blood onto it.
Ah! Can I take another con save?
I thought you were facing away.
Did
For
Phoebe
funsies,
look back?
Yeah.
Look back just in time to see
Give
me
me-
wring myself out like a fucking washcloth.
Literally. Give me another con with disadvantage.
Wait, does that mean I have to roll twice and take the lower?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think it can get much worse.
No, try again. Let's see if we can get you a -1.
Okay.
A 0. You feel like you're gonna throw up, Phoebe.
Am I allowed to faint?
Yeah, you can absolutely faint.
Where in the library are we right now?
You're just outside the halls of the
Yeah,
magic
just
rooms.
outside the
There's
door
like,
and
I
all.
will say, there's like
But
some benches there.
Could I make this like the loudest scream and then pass out on the floor?
Can I try to catch her?
Yeah, make me a dex check.
Alright, let's see. Dexterity. +1.
Getting blood all over your friend, so when
19.
she wakes up, she immediately faints again.
Yeah, even better. You managed to catch her, but she does kind of fall with a thud that's loud enough to bring
Oh god.
Thiessen, Idalia, you hear like a scream and then a thud. And then again, Thiessen's still like, I need you to understand, like Thiessen's funny, but like when he's like alone by himself, he is dead quiet. Like dead quiet. He just not like, you can tell he's not really like a sociable person. So like this man is dead quiet the entire time, and you are still being held like this cat. Like you could have been like,
Yeah,
hey,
what?
can you put me down? He goes, no.
We're just standing there in silence.
Yeah, literally. And like he's almost frozen. And then you hear a muffled ah! Boo! And he just kind of looks at you, looks at the door, looks at you and goes, should we check that out?
It did sound like Phoebe. We might have to.
Do we have to?
Do we have to? Cam is there. Cam could maybe carry her to a
Who's Cam?
doctor.
Oh, Darian.
We have camaraderie.
So we do have to check on her, huh?
No, is she strong enough to carry her to the nurse, do we think?
Darian, you are not strong enough to carry her to the nurse.
I have a -2 strength. I am not.
Yeah.
My ass is not.
Like, you see that, like, Thiessen and Adalia have not come out, and you're, like, dragging Phoebe by her arms in through the sliver open in the door. You're like, help me!
Oh, he's crying for help. I think we might have to help him.
Oh my god, he really is crying.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
No, he does this every day.
Oh, every day? Is he okay?
I think the clown thing has taken a bit of a toll on him, I won't lie.
What are you saying, Edge?
I think, like, as he catches her, there's a bit of a, oh, fuck! And then, kind of, like, if we're, like, close enough, kind of trying to, like, elbow the door or something.
Yeah.
To, like, get attention.
Yeah.
Thiessen? Thiessen?
He looks at you, and you look at him, and he's still holding Adalia like a cat, and he's not moved at all. It goes, oh shit, is she dead?
So, right now, like, she was facing me to look, so I'm gonna guess, like, she's, like, half, like, draped on me. While I'm, like, struggling to hold her up. My one sleeve is still rolled up. My arm is still bleeding.
Oh.
For no godforsaken reason, my Tamagotchi is still beeping, and I'm like,
Oh.
She... alive, but just passed out.
Oh, we might have to cancel this training session. Whoops.
You're welcome, guys.
he finally drops you, Adalia, and just goes, alright, I'll pick her up, don't worry. And
Please.
he, like, Phoebe huffs you up like a fucking bag of potatoes.
No way.
Yeah, just, like, over his shoulder. Like, alright, I guess follow me to the infirmary, I guess.
I'm fine.
No, you're coming with me.
Oh.
Why do we have to go?
I mean, do you really want to leave her like this?
Wow, you guys aren't very nice friends.
Unless you guys
We're
want
not
to keep
gonna-
training, I'm fine with that.
Let's go to the infirmary.
Yeah, that's what I fucking
Yeah.
thought.
Oh.
I love the thought that you're not there to support Phoebe. You're there because you want to get out of training.
No, 100%. Adelia's
don't-
not even trying to pretend that she's there for any other reason.
I don't want to be asked about what the fuck is happening with my arm.
Fair. Yeah. But yeah, he takes you all to the infirmary, which is not too far. It's in the school building. So you guys are taken there. And sadly, you guys don't recognize these people. But funny enough, Phoebe would. Let me see if I can pull up.
Oh, they thought I finally croaked.
They did!
God.
No, seriously, they did! Let me see if I can find BB again. Because I love BB. I love how Zombie drew BB. Here's BB. She's the bat nurse.
Phoebe thinks you had a relapse.
Literally. So, here's what happens. You guys, Thiessen guides you three all to the infirmary, which, by the way, you've actually never been to, like, the infirmary before. It's pretty big. Not, like, hospital big, but because it has to since it has to take care of an entire school campus, and a very large school campus at that, you
Battle
guys,
classes.
it's pretty big. And you see this little bat nurse, no taller than like 4'5", 4'6". She's very small. And like her own desk almost completely encompasses her, and she's like, "Hello, welcome to the." Oh my God, Phoebe!
Oh, you
Just
already
passed
got
out.
her?
Just passed out, not dead.
Is she dead? She's
Not dead. Not
What?
very much not dead.
Did she collapse? Oh
Just-
God.
Just fainted. I don't know. We were we were standing together, and then suddenly it looked like she was going to throw up, and then she fainted.
What? What?
She just passed out. I think she's fine. I think she got freaked out because I was bleeding.
Are you sure she didn't exhaust herself? She's like ugly crying.
No.
I'm not about to snitch on like the fact that she was doing some fucking hardcore training. So no, she seemed pretty energetic and lively before that.
Okay. Please. Oh gosh. Please follow me. We'll lay her on the bed and I'll check her vitals. And I'll tell the doctor. Oh god. Can you...
Are you okay?
I'm alright. She's just been in here so much. And I'm sorry. Please follow
Ma'am, are
me.
you sure you should be telling us about that?
I don't know. Are you sure you should be taking care of people?
Don't worry, guys. She's an empath.
I don't know if a hospital is where you want to be if you're an empath.
Unable to even like finish her own sentences, she's just like, please follow me. And she brings she guides you three, you four over to a small like little hospital cot where like Thiessen just he doesn't like drop her, but he doesn't princess gently bring her down. Like, again, it's almost like dropping a sack of potatoes. And, like, BB, the nurse, just goes, please don't do that. And she asks y'all to stay as she grabs the doctor. You see that, like, for the most part, this area, the infirmary area, is pretty, like, empty. There's, like, a few students here and there that are resting, but for the most part, if, like, they have a cold or something, they're usually isolated in their rooms, and they'll have, like, some personal staff to check in on them. So, a lot of times, not a lot of people stay here. It's a very temporary thing. But as you guys kind of wait a little bit, BB comes back and she's doing better. She's not actively sobbing, but her face is a little bit red and puffy as like she's like trying to like dab away her tears, but you can see mascara running down. And there is a taller man who seems to be generally, God, I hate to say it, but like when you see this man, like he looks like exhausted personified, if that makes sense. He has this doctor's lab coat over him. He seems fairly young, weirdly enough, and this seems to be a tiefling man like Thiessen, but definitely leaner in build with shorter horns. I don't have a drawing, but I'll probably I meant to get Tilly to draw me one, Tilly or Zombie to draw me one, but I didn't expect Phoebe to pass out on me.
I'm sorry.
No,
I should wake up.
No, it's so funny as fuck. But no, this is kind of a grayish blue tiefling man who seems to have a little bit of stubble, kind of like Thiessen. Not.
Is he single?
Shut up! He's younger. He's around
Okay.
Thiessen's age. He's around Thiessen's
Is he single?
age. with heavy eye bags. This man looks like he smokes 18 packs a day.
Is he?
Come on, friends, come on!
He's got a medical degree.
I'm sorry. I should have known. I just didn't think that like he'd come this soon.
LMAO.
LMAO indeed. But he kind of looks at you all and he goes, "That's a returning customer right there." So did she finally croak?
What?
Did she
No.
finally croak?
No, I
Oh.
think she just passed out.
Oh. That's boring. Alright, fine. He checks her vitals, and then BB's like, I already did that. Shut up. Okay. And You guys are terrible. You see as this like exhausted doctor who seems to know what he's doing just goes, "Oh, she just passed out from shock? Oh, that's boring. Okay. She'll be fine. Let her rest until she wakes up, and yeah, she'll be fine." And he just this man, I hate, okay, Edge be normal, but this man does not seem to like, should be a doctor. He should not be a doctor, because when he found out that Phoebe is perfectly healthy and fine, he was excited, and then he wasn't excited, if that makes sense. Shut up! Shut up!
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, I bet you did. But yeah.
I'm not saying anything. I'm keeping my mouth shut.
Yeah, this scruffy tiefling just kind of shoving his hands in his pockets just go, "Yeah, she'll be okay. If you need me, just ask Bibi. She'll be fine." And like Bibi, who still looks like she's about to cry up a storm, just goes, "Yeah, I'll be fine." And huh?
Will she?
Maybe we should stay here for a little bit.
Yeah, I'd recommend at least waiting until she wakes up so someone can bring her back to her dorm. Are you all her roommates?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That should be fine. Yeah, just wait for her to wake up and then help her to her dorm. She should be fine. Make sure she's drinking some water. Was the other thing a secret, BB? Yeah! Okay, yeah, then she's fine. And then he just leaves.
Oh.
He just leaves. And you guys are left with an unconscious Phoebe and Thiessen, who kind of feels a little bad.
Oh, now he feels bad.
I mean, you didn't pass out on him. He could just heal you.
Darren also feels bad because
I
it
was
is
the
more
one-
directly his fault.
I was the only one who was super down to fight with Thiessen, and now I'm out
You're
cold.
out cold. Yeah, but like, she's there. She's like kind of taking care of Phoebe, obviously. She seems to actually know Phoebe pretty well. She sees you, Idalia, and she goes, "Are you okay?"
Emotionally, no.
Oh god,
Physically, yes.
I can't help with that. I'm sorry.
You know what, if... That's fine.
Okay.
I don't imagine you could.
Alright. She like seems genuinely like sad that she can't help. And she ends up like bowing her head and leaving you all be. And Phoebe, after a good while, I'd say like an hour at most, you kind of wake up.
Damn, that really fucked me up.
It fucked you up. To be fair, like even though Darian helped, you did kind of hit your head a little bit.
I got concussed.
You got concussed.
Real quick, can I swipe a band-aid from like the like a bandage or something from the nurse's station to cover up my arm before she wakes up?
Yeah, so I will say there's also some gauze if you'd like to take that as well.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna steal like some gauze and bandage and wrap up my arm before Phoebe wakes up, just so that there's no
Are you doing that in front of Thiessen?
He ain't leaving, so there's no real subtle way to go about it.
Oh, yeah, Thiessen sees that and goes, "Oh, I could heal you." He's putting a large hand over your arm, and immediately you feel the pinpricks.
Do not accept.
Immediately, you feel the pinpricks all over your arm. It hurts so much. It's like you're getting stabbed over and over and over again. And those small little pinpricks, you know, like how like an arm or a leg like has those little pine needles when it sleeps. That, but like if it's actually stabbing through you.
Oh,
and it hurts, and your arm feels like it's on fire. And then out of nowhere, nothing, and it's just like lightly itchy.
That could have healed on its own very easily.
I mean, healing magic helps.
I feel like that was just more trouble than it was worth.
I mean, it's done.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
My ass knows I'm gonna have to reopen that shit. Sure. Thanks, Thiessen.
I wake up now, I guess.
Yeah. Decent seems pretty proud that he managed to help with something.
I bet
Aww.
he is. But he's real fucking proud of himself for today.
That man's like sitting there, like hands on his like knees, like almost like a dog who got praised. Like, yeah, I did something good today. I helped them
I'm
with combat
helping.
and I healed their wounds. I get good grade in being teacher.
He sucks at teaching shit.
He does suck. Like in actual, like, Phoebe would know, like, when it's like, oh, strategically, like, slowly getting used to, like, the ropes of it, he's pretty good. But, like, in the moment of do combat now, he's really bad at it. But yeah,
Whoa.
so, you guys end up kind of like, Phoebe, you're waking up slowly. An hour has passed, and you're slowly kind of like getting your bearings back.
I wake up and I look around and it's like, how long was I out for?
Around an
It's been 2
hour.
days.
How are you feeling? No. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling like okay. I might need a minute, but
Yeah, all the doctors thought that you like died. They were really concerned about that.
You immediately knew that's BB. It's just BB.
Just BB.
The doctor could not, like, you've dealt with the doctor before. Like, the man takes sick delight in knowing that you are suffering. So the fact that he'd probably know that you're healthy, he probably doesn't care.
Okay, I look over, it's like, oh, that's BB. Man, that woman needs a break. Yeah, she's nice though. The doctor, however, I think he's a sadistic little freak. I don't know.
A sadistic, that's a really good way to say it.
Weird.
Oh, what'd you say, Dahlia?
Oh yeah, he was a little weird.
Yeah. Wait. Oh, fuck. Has anyone else seen me leave the library at all?
Oh, you leave?
When you guys had to carry my limp body out of the library, did anyone see that?
I don't.
You didn't check.
Yeah, we weren't really looking out
We were
for it.
focused on getting you to the nurse.
No particular brother of a specific librarian assistant saw that.
You don't know. You don't know.
I don't
He's
know.
gonna
We
be in the walls. We wouldn't have seen him if he was there.
We weren't looking. We were just a bit panicked that you suddenly passed out.
Okay, fair. So above game, I don't know who saw that.
Yeah, you don't know.
Fuck, it'd be so funny. Okay, good.
Summer
Okay.
also isn't here and screaming, so
Yeah,
he
Summer
didn't see it.
didn't follow us in, demanding to know what happened to his lady love or whatever. So
Goodness.
we have to assume he doesn't know yet.
Oh no, did I miss training with Thiessen?
There was no more training after that. We just brought you here.
Yeah,
Maybe
we,
next.
yeah, we
Thank you
for
rescheduled.
that.
Yeah, we rescheduled for tomorrow.
We could do
What?
tomorrow.
I'm not coming to training tomorrow.
No, come on.
I actually have cartwheel class.
You do not have cartwheel class, Jester man.
It's officially called rumbling and tumbling. It's on my syllabus.
No, it's not.
You'd be surprised what is on my syllabus because of that rabbit.
I mean, Professor Jingle's
Oh,
pretty
man.
cool. He's pretty understanding.
I might
I'll
need
do
to
it.
go
If
to-
you guys don't show up tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow. It's fine.
No, it has to be everybody.
Man.
You know, if you just want to spend time with me, we can do something else tomorrow.
We can train.
Okay. Above game, should we do anything else for this day today?
More likely than not, BB is going to ask that y'all go home because she's.
Yeah, you aren't gonna be allowed to do anything.
Yeah, if she finds out, Phoebe, that you're gonna do anything else that's not going back to your dorm,
She calls the cops.
she calls the cops. She calls them magic cops.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, so you guys all are kind of being forced to like, no, you have to go back to your dorms. Thiesen's willing to help you out, Phoebe, because he does feel bad, and BB would probably feel a lot better if you had a little bit of help.
Okay. As we're walking out, I pass by the doctor. It's like, hey, for future record, it's a vasovagal response, not shock. So
He's smoking in the no smoking zone, and he goes, huh? Yeah, uh-huh. Tell me when you get, better from your shock.
what a load of baloney.
This motherfucker should not be allowed to be a doctor.
Yeah.
I am guiltless, Shiran. I pursued.
No one saw me do anything in the VC.
I don't do nuh-uh. But yeah. You guys are kind of, so you guys are going back to your dorms?
I guess so. I really want to do stuff though.
Nah, sadly, Thiesen's not gonna let you, and BB would probably have a mental breakdown.
Fuck. Okay.
But yeah, you guys are brought back to your dorms, and oh boy.
Is my Tamagotchi still beeping?
No, surprisingly not.
Thank God.
Looks like you gave it enough blood for now. But laughably enough, as you guys are coming up the stairs, you're immediately hit with the scent of flowers. And Phoebe, Darian, Adalia, you guys come up to the top of your stairs by the entrance of your dorm. Summer saw y'all. And so here he is, standing with a bouquet of flowers, and just going, oh, my love, my light, Lady Phoebe. And he has, like, this giant blue rose bouquet, and, like, immediately rushes to you.
No.
Hi, Summer.
I saw you being carried out, and I wanted to follow, but I knew it wasn't the right time, so I got you flowers instead.
Oh wow, this is so cool.
So cool. So cool. So cool.
So cool.
So cool.
So cool.
How
Like,
wonderful.
Darian and Adalia in the background just like, so cool. So
Yeah.
cool.
Thiessen doesn't know what's going on, but then he also goes, so cool. So cool. And it's just you three, like, repeating on repeat as, like, Phoebe is given this, like, honestly obnoxious amount of flowers right in her face. And this man, like, again, putting your face first, like, his flowers are, like, face first into your face, and he's just, like, blushing, like, yes, I didn't know where you were going, so I wanted to wait for you by your dorm.
I'm so glad he shoved that in my face because my mouth is, like, on the floor. I'm fucking gobsmacked in, like, the worst way possible. I just got really faint and passed out. I saw a little bit of blood, and it just was a little. I'm a little squeamish. I don't know.
Oh, are you alright?
Thank you for the flowers.
I'm quite adverse in healing magic.
Do not accept the healing magic.
Yeah, don't accept the healing magic. It kind of sucks.
What happens when you
No
take
offense, Thiessen.
healing?
I
Full
mean,
offense, Jason.
it's not that bad. It's not that bad, right? Like it's just pushing the healing process faster. It's like a mosquito bite.
It's uncomfortable.
No, you get used to it.
Pain.
Pain.
A lot of pain.
I'm not in any physical pain right now. I'm okay.
Do you need me to nurse you to health? I can help you come to your room, and you know you do not want that man in your room.
What do you? Is that not against the rules?
Rules of
I
what?
don't want him in my dorm.
Sir Faye, you know that's not true. I am nothing more than a passing gentleman who would like to help out his fiancée.
I
don't
think,
want you in my
to be
dorm.
so fair, it would be so funny if he saw my bedroom right now.
It'd be so funny. But it sounds like he's not going to be allowed in. And, like, Thiesen's like, am I allowed to come in?
You've
yes,
been in
actually,
there before.
I already have Thiessen over as a guest, Summer, so I'm afraid you can't come
Oh,
in.
then it's. I mean, a visitation between two fiancés. Wait.
Well, then I'll feel left
double
out
date.
because I don't have a fiance to bring, and that's not very
I
fair.
mean, someone would have to agree to be your fiancé first, but I mean, one could hope.
This really isn't making me want to let you into my dorm.
Well, I'm saying one can hope. I'm not saying it's impossible even
You're
for
making
someone
it
like
sound
you.
like it's impossible.
It's not-
Tell me, look me in the eye,
no.
Summer. What makes it so unbelievable?
He like looks you in the eyes and then like he grits his teeth as if he's looking at moldy bread.
You're not coming into my dorm.
He looks at you, Phoebe, and he goes, "My dearest, my starfall, surely you will allow me in."
How long do you plan on staying?
This is a group decision, and I'm not budging.
I mean, however long I would need to stay.
Are we gonna get in trouble for doing that? Is it like
Ethan's been in.
what if people take it the wrong way?
I mean, we are to betrothed.
I side-eye the others, like, what did that mean? What do you mean by that?
Adalia knows what it means, and she's not making eye contact with you.
Darian just kind of makes a bleh type of face.
Ew, yucky.
Above game, I really want him to see my room because I think it'd be funny, but
I need you to know, Summer is not going to give a shit about what I say, so the moment you give him the go-ahead, it will be whatever.
Yeah, no, this is
Okay.
your decision.
This is your
Okay.
decision.
I will just kind of like sigh and be like, he did do this entire flower thing. Okay. Just don't. I'm okay. You can just hang out for a little bit.
Oh, fabulous! And he's already going in.
But hey,
He is the first one in.
hold on. Darian would like to run in after him, kind of like grab his like bedroom door and like slam it shut.
Yeah,
He
doesn't-
triple locks it.
Like, I know that Summer isn't like peeking in there, but also just immediately going and shutting the door.
Yeah, Summer
Like,
doesn't
even if
care.
I'm not even going in, I'm just closing it.
Yeah, Summer doesn't care. But he does see the pile of like blankets and comforters on the couch, and he goes,
The Adalia nest.
"Oh, how quaint! Oh, what is that?"
It's
I'm grabbing Pheasant's hand and trying to walk away.
Where are you walking away to?
Where are you going?
Are you guys just gonna encompass yourself in your little pillow fort?
I'm trying not to answer Summer's question about what's going on with the blankets, so I'm just trying to disappear.
It's for cuddles.
We could do something like that.
Spider, idiot.
What do you mean by this, guys?
guys!
It's for the spider cuddles.
spider.
Summer.
Yeah, you met him.
Ah.
You met Cuddles.
Oh! Again, he is looking as if he is looking at moldy bread. Okay.
Awful.
That's
Where's
not...
Cuddles at?
You don't know.
Oh.
She appears sometimes and then she doesn't.
Oh.
You know.
Okay. It's getting late, so we probably shouldn't be hanging out for too long. We got school tomorrow.
Yes, let me help you to your room. And he already knows where your room is.
How do you know that?
I-
How do you know about that?
I-
Okay. Wait. Oh my gosh. I have not cleaned my room.
Yeah. Ain't that right?
Summer. Wait.
He is immediately opening the door unless you stop him.
I don't stop him. I'm just like, you know what? That's between him and God.
Between him and God. Yeah. You guys watch as he opens the door and like a spark in his eye kind of flickers away as he sees the mess that is your room.
I need to describe the mess because it's not like a regular type of mess.
Yeah.
It's like I'm like, I'm in the psych ward. Like, it's...
Yeah. I think honestly,
You've
this is
nailed your
also-
pillows to the wall.
I think honestly, Adalia, Darian, this is the first time you've seen her room too.
Yeah.
Okay. For the most part, though, I did establish that, like, the main conspiracy board is on my laptop,
Yes,
right?
it is. Yeah.
Okay, so I have binders upon binders of, like, just, like, books and, like, notes and shit. All of it's about things that I have been trying to scroll down that I can remember from the past, like, my past world. Like, I was never an educational student, didn't really go to college, but for some reason, there's, like, basic biology written down in a binder. There's, like half correct, half incorrect chemistry. A lot of it is about, like, what I can vaguely recall about engineering. But there is a lot about what I recall from my programming abilities, which all of that is accurate. But a lot of it is just from memory. I'm putting down everything that I can remember from the modern world that could be seen as useful, all in different, like, notebooks and papers. I have, like, probably, like, a board that's scrawled out, like, describing everything about, like, building this fucking laptop again, for like, the archivist, and even things that I haven't even needed to build, like the light bulb. Like, I'm trying to figure out how to reconstruct the light bulb, and there's probably, like, inaccurate material about, like, ooh, what kind of metal is this? Like, what kind of wires do I need for this? That's all in this room, along with, like, vague material about, like, magic and, like, shit like that. Weirdly enough, the bed's completely fine. There's no, like, mold or, like, food or, like, clothes on the ground. It's just the mad writings of somebody who is going insane. But everything else that Phoebe has had, like, from her past life, not me, completely kept organized, untouched. She doesn't want to really mess with her stuff or Phoebe's stuff.
Yeah. I gotcha. But yeah, Summer, and again, you guys are just seeing this, like, crazy cuckoo thing going on. Summer just go, oh, are you doing some research here?
Yeah, it's some pretty obscure stuff that I've been looking into lately. Been trying to do, like, a side project from class.
What class?
Yeah.
I see.
Was he?
I think, are you still feeling ill?
Describe ill to me. What do you mean by that? Just curious.
Not right in the head.
My mouth drops, like, mentally, I'm okay. Physical symptoms-wise, it's been a little rough, but that's all I've noticed. Maybe I have gotten a little carried away with research.
I think I understand. You must be going through withdrawals of us being separated for so long. I am so sorry for that. I'll spend more time with you.
What?
I understand. Here, since your maid has told me that she'll be fetching dinner, she can fetch one more plate, and I'll dine in with you. How about that?
As long as this very embarrassing encounter is kept between us,
Of
sure.
course. A secret between lovers, I understand.
Yeah.
We're still standing here.
Oh yeah, he's saying that. He is right there. And even Thiessen is, like, cringing. He's like, I'm not like that, am I?
No.
Oh, thank
Nobody's
God.
like Summer.
Oh,
What's
thank
Thesis'
God.
reaction to, like, the light bulb drafts and shit? Like, what is, like, does he notice any of
Not
this?
really. Not really, I would say. Like, that's not really something he's noticed. Like, he sees, oh, crazy person research. I do not look.
Like, out of respect.
Out of
thank
respect.
You, Lisa.
Yeah, but like, yeah, you, the Three Stooges are just like standing on the side as Thesis just kind of looking at y'all, and he goes, "Ew, so I know he was crazy, but like, he was never like this before."
He's been like this for a while.
Okay.
He's just always like this. It's kind of sickening to watch.
Is this what fiancés are supposed to act like?
Again,
no,
I don't think anybody does it like Summer.
Yeah, I think this is a Summer problem.
Like a him thing.
Oh. Yeah, and you see, like, some are avoiding them, but you can clearly hear them gossiping about him, Phoebe. And, like, you all clearly heard him inviting himself to dinner.
Guys, I think he's staying.
We gathered that.
Want him to.
I didn't want him to come in at all, but here he is.
Look, if he eats somewhere that is not at the table, then I'm fine with it.
We don't have that many chairs.
I mean, you could just sit in your room. And he just is at you.
You could go back to your own room and leave us alone.
Oh, you
I
don't
also
treat a
don't
guest
have
like
anywhere
that.
to sit in my room.
Wouldn't the maid be upset that we have extra people over for dinner?
I can't eat in my room. I have learned to keep my eating and studying spaces separate. It's better for the brain.
He's doing this mental health thing. Come on, you gotta give it to him.
He needs it.
Yeah, so, like, Summer's, like, batting his fucking eyelashes at you really annoyingly. And then the other three are giving you the most disgusted look ever to be given to man.
Okay. I mean... Sure. Dude. Yeah, just make sure that you're gone by the time that we need to, or else I don't want to get in trouble.
Of course. And he just, like, smiles. Darian, you're not having a good time.
Never.
No, you're not.
Name once I've had a good time since I got here.
I feel bad that Thesis is not included. Thesis, do you want to stay for dinner?
I think I'll be okay. He's, like, cringing a little bit because he doesn't want to stay with Summer, but he also looks at you, Adalia, to see if you need, like, moral support.
You know, Adalia just says, "Please don't abandon me here with him."
Well.
I guess I will stay if that's alright. I'll eat standing up. I don't want to take anybody's chair. And he looks at you, Darian, like he feels really bad. Like that man. It feels so bad. And Summer does not give a shit.
God.
But yeah, you guys are regrettably going to let Summer and Thiessen stay for dinner at least? Oh, super. Yeah.
Yay, friendship.
I don't know.
Someday I'll create a bond with someone. I'm not gonna say make a friend because Summer is our fucking friend and he's here. Someday I'll have somebody to bring to dinner.
I mean, wait around 3 a.m. and you'll have someone.
That's not dinner.
I mean, it could be dinner if you waited a little bit.
It could be dinner if you were brave enough.
You could be dinner.
Ghoul dinner.
Ghoul dinner. Ghoul
dinner.
But yeah, you guys ended up having like an extra chair brought in just for the occasion, cause like Summer was going to just take Darian's chair, but Lucilia, luckily enough, just goes, "I could bring 2 extra chairs," and she luckily is willing to do that. She brings out
to imagine like Darian is like actively like pulling the chair out to sit down, and Summer just goes, "Oh, thank you," and sits down in it.
Like you're about to sit next to Phoebe because that's kind of been like your seeing arrangement the entire time, and like Summer just took that over from you.
Always.
Thiessen feels bad. He just watches you and just like looks at you, Adalia, looks at you, Darian, just goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, man."
It just keeps happening.
It's always like this for Darian.
he just like kind of he's a strong guy, and he kind of like looks after his strength as he like gently pats you on the back. I understand.
I jingle slightly.
You do. He's still really big, so he kind of pushes you forward a little bit. So it's like, chink, shink.
Thank you, Thiessen.
Yeah, man. Don't mention it.
I won't.
Yeah, I prefer if you don't. Love, no offense. But yeah, you guys end up having a nice dinner together, surprisingly. Phoebe, for you, not so much. This man is really obnoxious. He's all up in your personal space. Having Thiessen around's actually, like, not bad. He's not, like, decent conversation, because he's still, like, really awkward socially. But he's, like, he's not bad company. It's nice to have, like, other people around that's not... Because it's kind of been you three this entire month, I'd say. Save for, Summer butting himself into situations like this. But for the most part, it's nice to have, like, other people around. But you guys kind of end off the day knowing that Thiessen's probably not going to let y'all go. And you are all kind of left thinking about what he said, knowing that now that the forest has its eyes on you, it wasn't about to let you go anytime soon. And you are kind of left thinking on that. And as the day ends, and begrudgingly, Summer is forced to leave before the curfew starts, you all settle in for the night. And another day comes, but we will pick that up next week.
Oh, yeah.
Yay!
God.
We
Hell
did
yeah.
it!
Yay,
We
fiance
did it.
shenanigans.
Fiancé shenanigans! I'm so sorry, Edge, that, like, I can't bring Othros in whenever.
No, it's so funny.
It would be so funny if that man was in there. It would be so funny, but it wouldn't make sense.
It
He just
wouldn't.
crawls up to the window.
See, he does that at 3 a.m., but
He
he can't
does.
do that right now.
Yeah.
Not really a dinner kind of guy.
No, or a breakfast or a lunch kind of guy.
He could be a brunch
He's more
guy.
of a photosynthesis sort of guy.
He is more of a photosynthesis kind of guy, love and peace.
Which is impressive considering he doesn't go out in the sun much.
Yeah, I guess a moon synthesis?
Yeah, like some sort of moon photosynthesis.
I don't know. He eats something else, so don't worry about it.
It's still light.
Yeah,
I'm sure that has nothing to do with my Tamagotchi that hungers for blood.
don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Yeah. But how are we all feeling?
Pretty
Feeling
good.
I'm having a fantastic time.
Yeah.
Amazing time.
Your
Got
thumbs up.
knocked on my ass.
Yeah. So we are going to, not completely, but we're going to, like, kind of shift more into combat. I will kind of, when I can, I'll try to talk to you guys about, like, Thiessen, like, genuinely, like, trying to help you guys figure out what weapons you might use. Now, keep in mind that this is not something that would be permanent, but he is kind of like, I want you guys to at least be able to use some weapons. Please, 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 please. So, I'll try to, like, get in touch with y'all. And as time goes on, there's also some abilities that I need to talk to y'all about as well.
Okay. 2 questions.
Yeah.
Would there be another time skip next session? And I know that my character passing out did kind of shut that situation down short. Was there any important information that we kind of missed out on because of that?
I don't think so. Not really. I won't lie. Like, the only thing I had in mind was also Summer kind of butting in, but he still found a way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
He was gonna find you after you guys sparred and go, oh my god, we ran into each other, how crazy, and then just annoy you. So it kind of still worked out in the end.
Oh yeah.
We'll pick him up more on some stuff, but basically, out of character, I kind of want you guys, so this is how I plan to follow this campaign and see how you guys feel on it. But basically, the force is going to be more active in either trying to lure you or other people around. So we're kind of going into a little bit of, like, Thiessen getting you all to help him to stop that, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And it's gonna lean more towards Monster of the Week, which is what I've had planned this entire time. And I just wanted to run by with you guys if you're okay with that kind of, like, play out.
Hell.
Yeah.
Absolutely. This is sort of like Monster of the Week kind of leans into like the magical girl trope. Would that kind
Sort
of be
of.
like also what you're thinking?
So, like, it won't be completely magical girl, I'll be honest. But you guys will kind of be, like, kind of a team that is going to deal
Yeah.
with these monsters together, kind of. Not completely, like, magical girl covered in the night kind of thing, but kind of behind the scenes to make sure people don't fall victim like Annette.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I have in mind in that sort of regard. So like, he's going to hold all of y'all at gunpoint, because the fact that you are aware of the forest but have not been affected by it yet, helps.
Gotcha. Okay, so yeah. Would it be a
So
time
he
skip
can
next
hold us
section?
at gunpoint. I'm sorry.
Yeah, more likely than not, it's probably not going to be a heavy one. It's probably just going to be like a week tops.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But what were you saying, Veggie? Sorry.
I was gonna say, so he can hold us at gunpoint, but he can't give us a gun.
No, I'm sorry. Guns are for him, and they also technically don't exist.
Phoebe, I know what project you need to do.
Okay. Okay.
Make a gun.
We can do that.
Make a gun for Dahlia, who should be trusted with a gun.
I feel like a Dahlia would be really good with a gun, I won't lie.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
absolutely.
I feel like a gun is up her alley. But yeah, regardless, that is kind of where we're at now. I just wanted to make sure that you guys are okay with how I'm going to be pursuing this campaign.
Yeah.
Because the first few sessions was kind of like a prologue to set everything up, and now that you guys kind of know the general basis of what I want, now we get into like the meat and bones of everything.
Will.
But real.
So next week?
Yeah.
So next week?
Possibly. I believe so. Let me see. So I'll be honest, let me see how I am with planning, you know?
Yeah.
There is some stuff I want to work with Tilly and Zombie with to help me out with some things. If they're willing, I'm not going to make them. And then, since I've been so busy, planning has been a little bit more slowed for me.
Yeah.
But I still want to try making this a weekly, if not every other week, if that's okay with y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I want to
Yeah, I can
have
roll
a
with that.
substantial time to plan and still give you guys a satisfying, like, session. But, like, I'm just going to be honest with y'all. I'll see how it is when around, like, Tuesday. I'll see how my workload looks, and I'll just be honest with y'all on how I feel.
Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah.
Coolio.
We're sticking with Thursday?
Yeah, Thursday's pretty good for me if you guys are okay with
Perfect.
that.
Yeah, I just want to make sure so I don't schedule anything over it.
Yeah, no worries. But if you guys do have, like, something scheduled on a Thursday, just let me know. It's fine. But yeah. I am going to be ending the recording now. Everyone say bye to Tilly.
Bye, Tilly.
I
Bye,
hope you enjoyed
Tilly.
my dog barking.